Let me delete this real quick. It just went from poor to good.
That's good news.
Hopefully that's good.
Hopefully it stays good.
Yeah.
Okay, it won't let me watch it. Alright, it's staying good. So it just went to error and then says good. Just let me know if the audio's choppy, please, because if the audio's choppy, I'm gonna find an audio recorder.
And the audio seemed fine when I'm listening to it.
The audio seems fine?
Yeah.
Okay, the audio was completely choppy for Hollow, right? Wasn't the audio for Hollow completely choppy?
For who?
For the one shot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was choppy all the way through, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well then, I'm gonna say we just get started and we work with what we got. I keep my eye on it though.
Yep.
Alright, cool, great. Alright, so you guys ready?
Yeah.
Alright. Dramatic deep breath. Cue. I think you win dramatic. And see.
But real quick, I'm listening to the stream and I can't quite hear myself on there, so.
Okay. I'm gonna turn you up real quick then.
Wait, no, I heard myself. I'm just quiet. Never mind. Ignore me.
I'm gonna turn you up just a little anyway.
Just stupid.
Alright, I turned you up. Say something, see if you can hear yourself better. Is that better?
It might be. I'm waiting. It's a little behind for me, so I gotta wait a sec to actually hear myself.
Yeah, it delays.
Okay, do I need to increase my output volume or?
No, it may just be a me thing.
Okay.
Let me see if I can just quiet myself on.
It'll just work. It'll be fine.
We can subtitle it later.
Okay.
Yes.
Absolutely.
If you can't hear yourself, what does that mean for me, who's usually talking quiet?
I'm checking the audio levels right now on the stream and fixing them.
Gotcha.
There we go. That should be better. You guys should about match me now.
Alright.
Okay.
Let's unmute the stream and see if it actually works.
Well, fingers crossed.
We are 10 minutes in and I'm
sounds like it does.
Slouching.
Yep.
Okay.
Holy.
All right, great.
Your entire body is vibrating, Cat.
It is going to explode. All right, let's get into it. Dramatic deep breaths, everyone. All right. A country hinges on collapse. Cities have fallen to turmoil and famine. As riots threaten to rise, our heroes are summoned by her royal highness to help end the panic. And though our heroes have yet to become heroes in full, each journey has its own origins. Today, our heroes get their own origin story at a busy tavern filled with a clamoring symphony of voices, instruments, and the clattering of dishware, the smell of cigarette smoke, ale, and freshly cooked meals. The postboard on the far wall is slathered in papers, quests and trades alike, and a tall, hooded figure can be seen posting several new papers to the wall. And so, our soon-to-be adventurers find themselves at the Tiger Tavern, centered on the bustling arbors of Pharos. All right. You guys will introduce your characters and who you're playing. We're gonna go ahead and get started. You guys are in the tavern at the moment, or you will be entering the tavern.
Okay.
All right.
Man, me and Danny probably should have discussed this beforehand.
You know what? It's fine. We can improv it.
That's probably how we do it anyway.
Yep. When in doubt, improv. Anyway, Eddie, how about you go first?
I was about to suggest we roll to see who goes first.
You can roll to see who
Let's
goes
roll.
first.
Let's roll to see who enters first.
Okay.
Let me
Whoever's
try and
lowest?
find this. Where's the? There it is. There's the thing.
Ooh, why did
Do
that
we-
just get glitchy on me?
Maybe like close some tabs. or
Yeah, hold
something?
on. Hold on. Discord audio just got really glitchy with me for some reason. Are you guys hearing
Oh.
yourselves in the stream all right?
Hold on.
I'm
let
not
me
even
unmute
in
it.
the stream. So,
Yeah,
I-
I sounds like we're doing all right.
okay. Do I sound alright, Drew?
Yeah,
Sweet.
you're good.
Okay, hold on. I'm about to unbluetooth my headphones because I think maybe they're the problem. You guys go ahead and roll.
Always. Things. I got a 12.
That's scuffed. So I don't know if that was a 2 or a 20. Let me try again.
Damn. I don't know if that's a 2 or a 20.
Okay.
Sounds like BS to me.
No,
That's what it sounds
literally.
like.
Okay, I was rolling on my laptop. Hi, cat. I was rolling on my laptop and it fell between keys, between the 2 and the 20. Ow, that's my leg. Please stop eating it. Okay. Here.
Well, you go ahead and roll again if you need to.
That is a 13.
Okay.
So I guess it is Eddie. Proceed.
Okay. So across the tavern from the entrance, naturally, she's probably been there since the sun went down. There is she's pretty small. Not too intimidating looking, but she is frantically looking around. Frantically. She has misplaced something. She doesn't know where it is. She's bumping into people. She has crazy messy hair. She smells like think of like the grossest cavern you can think of, but make it slightly less gross. And she's just yelling. She's trying to find something. She's the cries of a worried
The cries of a
mother.
worried mother.
Yeah, Mama Eddie. She is a Triton bard. She's got this ugly looking instrument on her back. It's like a cross between a banjo, a mandolin, and a ukulele. And it is affectionately named Amphitrite Tittymun, the banjolin.
Okay.
Where will she go?
We don't know yet. Where will she go?
We don't know yet, but she's gonna get there. She's
All
freaking
right.
crazy.
All right. What about Crow and Bow?
Okay, so yeah, I was gonna take the lead for this, and then I realized that Bo just follows Crow around. But let's see. Danny, do you just want me to take the lead for this?
I didn't realize I was muted still.
Oh no!
I was like, wait, why can't anybody hear me? Okay. So, what were you saying, Drew?
I said, do you just want me to take the lead for this, or do you want to
No, I'm fine either
actually
way.
control your own character? All right.
I'll
So
control my own
basically,
character.
how I imagine. Oh, okay.
Sorry.
It's difficult to plan. Like
Do you want
two
to go
people
first?
entering. Yeah, you go ahead.
All right. So, one Mr. Crow just okay. He's probably entering the tavern with Bo, I assume.
Yes.
Yeah. He's just entering the tavern. He himself is a roughly 5'3" young, like really young wood elf. Kind of brown, scraggly hair, dirty clothes, and a kind of light purple-ish strawberry cape. Yeah, he's walking in. Not like he owns the place, but like this is a public establishment. And
Who would have
Stage.
thought?
who would have thunk
Who'd
it?
have thunk?
Okay. Well, I suppose if you have left off there, I will continue. Behind our little elf child walks in a very tall and muscly lion person. He's got the whole mane going, and sassy lost child. Yeah, he kind of walks in behind Crow and like surveys the room. Is like, yeah, it's all right. And he is a lion panthera folk fighter. I don't really know what else to say. I'm not good at introductions.
Okay, well, then we could skip past the extra
Big
introductions.
man.
What do you guys want to do?
Well, I want to sit down and get some food.
Okay. So there are tables. You see tables scattered around you. They're circular tables. Most of them are taken, and there's a long bar in the front, your long typical bar. It's made of stone slabs with a wooden front,
Ooh,
and it's got lots of miscellaneous chairs. Some are really tall, some are really short, some are bigger, clearly meant to accommodate people of your size
larger
and the
stature.
larger stature. Um, and the others are really tall, kind of look like a ladder was half attached to them, clearly meant for like small children or smaller people. And you clearly see a halfling bartender working behind the bar. She steps down, and you can see the top of her head kind of ducks down behind the bar as she steps down away from the bar. Clearly, there has to be a step still behind that. So you see her step down, grab something off a shelf, and then come back and give it to another gentleman. She's easily serving these people left and right by herself. I
Uh,
should mention, she's the only one doing any serving in this tavern. You see no one else
yeah.
doing that.
Okay. I'm Bo at first, like, he holds up a finger to like try and get her attention, and then he thinks better of it. Like, yeah, I was gonna ask. He thinks to himself, like, I was gonna ask how she's doing this, but she probably doesn't need any more hindrances.
Okay.
Well, Eddie is not that polite. Not in the slightest.
Oh.
So she she sees that her attempts to disturb the patrons is not going as successfully as she would have planned. And so she jumps up onto a stool so that she can reach the bar, and she throws her little webbed hands down on the bar top and asks the bartender if she has seen a rag.
Rag?
She draws a picture of it in the air, like with her index fingers, like the size of it.
Square? Is this a rag?
It's just a square rag.
Darling, you're gonna have to calm down. I've seen lots of rags in this establishment. I use them all. Do you have a color for this rag? Other than a shape?
Well, at one point it used to be white. There's a stain on the bottom left corner, or maybe the right corner if you turn it upside down. But I gotta find it. I don't know where it is. It fell off my belt. Just keep an eye out if you see any on the floor.
I'll certainly keep an eye out if this is so important to you. You could also check the streets. I know lots of people have dropped their stuff at the door coming in. Um, and another note, if you like, I could actually give you one of my rags so we could get this law going a little faster.
Uh, well, the thing about the street is I can't just pick up any rag. It has to be my rag. What if it's somebody else's rag? What did they do with it before I got it? I don't want to put that with my things. And I really appreciate the offer, but I don't think any of the rags here would do quite as well as this one.
Well,
It's
I'll
just
let you know if I see anything, love. Calm down, calm down. I'm gonna look for it. I
okay.
promise you. And if I find
Okay.
it, I'll let you know and I'll bring it to you.
Okay. Thank you.
She's like folding her hands at this point, like wringing her fingers.
I can imagine the smush noise that makes with her webbed fingers.
Ooh, it makes like a
Kind of squish noise.
You guys ever touched a fish?
Yes, I have.
I have indeed.
Weird. Weird.
I don't know what y'all are doing in your free time, but I've never touched a fish.
Do you know what
We can go
fishing is,
fishing.
Danny?
I just
You
live
see,
by the ocean.
some of us fish, and in order to hold the fish, you must touch the fish.
Imagine
Touch the fish.
fishing.
Do it
Imagine
now.
fishing. Couldn't be me.
Touch the cow. Do it now. Okay. I'm gonna go back to mute.
Okay. What else are you guys gonna do? Wait,
Bo has food.
why are you muted, Danny?
Oh, because I don't like interrupting. That's
Okay.
that's mainly why. Because yes. But should I do something?
If you would
I
like
feel
to
it.
do something, you can do something.
Yeah. Can I just like make a general perception check around the tavern, see if I, like anything on the ground, like
Oh,
anything.
praise God.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, go ahead.
That didn't let. That is a 19.
That's a 19. All right.
Yeah.
You see a red-headed woman over by the band, of which consists of a halfling playing an accordion, a high elf playing a violin, and a drummer, which is actually just a dwarf with a stool and an empty ale flagon banging on the stool, beating out some rhythms, and a human on a banjo. You, of course, see the bar. You see a group of sailors in the corner drinking, cracking jokes. And right there at that corner, you actually see a small bell hanging from a stand. It says "Ring for quests or rooms." You see a bunch of miscellaneous people. Like I said, these tables are full here and there. You right there by the door where you're standing, you see a halfling woman with a braid over her shoulder. She's not doing anything. She's just standing there with her arms crossed and a sour look on her face. And you don't notice anything on the floor. It seems fairly well kept for it only being run by seemingly one or two people.
All right. So first, what Crow is going to do, he's just gonna like kind of nonchalantly approach the sour-looking woman and like open his bag, see if he has anything like nice in there. Like, does he have any flowers or like maybe pieces of candy or something? Anything like that?
Are you trying to bribe her to look less sour?
No, she looks sour. Therefore, give her something sweet to make her not sour. Crow mind.
I don't. Do you?
Cat-
Hold on. I'm gonna go
cat-
see if I can find that sheet because now I'm confused.
Wait, what?
Aren't
You
Aren't you
know what's in
looking
your
for
own
something
bag?
nice in your bag?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go see if I can find something too. What?
Go ahead.
I'm helping
Oh.
Danny look.
Well, I mean, all I have like put down is weapons and stuff and a Dungeoneer's pack and component pouch.
Dude, same.
I didn't want like anything tiny, like something that
Maybe.
Crow would have like picked up along the way or something. Maybe, I don't know.
Considering Crow, he probably has some weird, dirty gem he's found along the way, or maybe a couple of buttons.
I want to find the prettiest button, and that I have. I'm gonna he's gonna clean it off with his shirt the best that he can, and then he's just gonna quickly approach the woman and be like, "I see you're looking sour, so here you go," and hand her the button very quickly, and then run off to the bar.
She looks absolutely bewildered. But she pockets this button and just kind of gives you a nod and continues to stay against the wall, surveying the room, looking slightly less sour now.
Friend.
Mission accomplished.
As Crow comes back to the bar, Bo just kind of starts conversation
so how'd it go?
Honestly, went pretty well. Better than expected.
All right.
Yeah.
So what's your name?
Was I supposed to get her name?
Usually you ask for a name, yes. There are certain occasions when you don't, but you're a little young for that.
Crow looks so confused as he just attempts to get up onto one of the larger bar stools.
Oh.
I do not know what you're talking about, but I'm going to act like I do. And please do not elaborate further.
Not gonna.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness, guys.
Oh gosh. Aren't we a funny bunch?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You're a concerning bunch.
Very concerning bunch.
Concern.
Okay, I have a question. Eddie, is Eddie still sitting at this bar wringing her hands?
Eddie has now actually placed them face down on the table and is leaning onto them and staring over at this intriguing voice that she has heard. Intriguing.
Oh, is she just staring at Bo?
Her little ear fins have poked up. She stopped wringing her hands because suddenly, whoa. And then she passed.
Hi there.
Her eyes get a little wider when she hears him address her, and she points and she says, "You."
Me?
You. I know that you know things.
I know some things.
I can tell. I know you know things. Here. Let me cut to the chase.
Okay.
You are a... What are you?
I'm a Panthera.
What's a
Can't you
panther?
tell? He runs his hand through his mane, and it's just can't you tell?
It doesn't matter. I see your nose. You know where my rag is.
Excuse me?
You got it. You can't miss it. I see.
What's it smell like? I guess. Since my nose, apparently.
You gotta know what salt water smells like, yeah?
Yeah. I think it smells like normal water, but with salt?
No.
No?
Here.
Crow, have we ever been to the ocean?
You guys are in an oceanside tavern, so you definitely know what saltwater smells like. I promise.
Well, let's just retract and say, yes, I do indeed know what the ocean smells like, or should I step outside real quick?
Himbo.
Himbo and himbim.
All right, I don't know what you need to do to get it. I don't know if you need me to turn around or just look away, but it's a small.
And she holds up her hands again and does the motion.
It's a small little cloth. Not small, medium. It's big to me. It's probably really small to you. And it's not white anymore, but it does have a pretty noticeable stain on the right corner, or if you turn it the left, or the top, but never in the middle. It does never in the middle. It's in one of the corners.
So we're looking for a dirty, medium-sized rag that smells like salt water and has a stain on the right top left side.
Exactly! You got it! You got it! All right.
Okay.
What kind of check do I need to roll to find her rag?
The find rag.
I'm actually Googling to see
Investigation?
how strong their sense of smell is.
Yeah, hold on. I'll see if I can find their race sheet again.
I'm Googling actual lions.
Oh.
Because that's typically not something someone puts down on a race sheet, is how good their smell is. It's usually stuff like vision.
Okay, while you're looking that up, is Crow, like, snooping in on this conversation? Can he hear?
Yeah, you're sitting right next to Bo, right?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, you can
That
absolutely hear everything that's being said.
Alright. Fish lady?
I think Eddie's just seen a dog once.
Just
Like-
once.
At least one dog. And remembers what the nose looks like and is like, yes, that is a strange dog.
Oh no. Okay, I want to say whatever ends up being rolled, you should roll it with advantage because lions have a much stronger sense of smell than human beings.
Ah,
So
okay.
Get that
I
towel.
want to say investigation because you're actually looking for something.
Can
Okay,
Eddie
I'll
smell?
go ahead and roll investigation then.
Can fish smell?
Can fish smell? Well, sharks can smell, can't they?
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm sure sharks are a little bit-
investigation.
Wait, wait, never mind.
Fish can smell.
Are 1d20 plus my investigation 1. Copy that to roll it twice. I got a 10.
You got a 10?
Yes.
Did you
So
roll?
you can definitely smell this rag.
Wait. No,
You
I got
can't
an 11.
pinpoint where it is. You just know it's on the left side of the tavern when you first walk in.
It's on the left side of the tavern when I first walked in.
Yeah, if you were to first walk in, it's on your left side. So you know, facing towards the door, it's on the right side of the tavern.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go over there and I'd like to roll perception to see if I can find the rag.
Okay.
Can Crow help, like, look for the rag too?
Yeah, it'd just be a roll with advantage.
Alright.
Okay. 1. Wait.
Eddie is literally right behind Bo right now.
20 plus the perception thing. Okay, I got a 14.
Did you
You
use
actually
advantage?
see this rag sticking out from behind a chair that's been pushed up against the wall. So it's like slammed between the wall and the chair. And it's just an empty chair, so you can easily move it.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna go grab the rag and bring it back to Eddie. Hold on, let me
I found your rag, I guess.
Thank you. Oh, I don't know what you are, what your name is, but thank you.
I'm a lion, and my name's Bo. It's nice to meet you, fish person.
Nice to meet you, Bo. I still don't know what a lion is, but it's close enough to a dog. My
Excuse
name
me?
is. What?
Excuse me?
You're excused. Anyway,
Guess she just assumes he farted or something.
Oh. Sorry.
my
Bo
name
is
is.
so like utterly like flabbergasted by the whole situation that he's just kind of in like stunned silence.
Wow.
Crow is going to leave this conversation to itself and just like slowly step back.
Okay. Would you guys say you're at about the middle of the tavern at the moment?
Yeah, I'd say.
Okay. Someone yells duck, and I need you guys all to make a dexterity save.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
I think I'm bad at those.
That's okay. Make a
This
dexterity
guy
save.
bad at those.
Wait, no, that's the acrobatics you said?
Yeah. If you
That's a
want, if
plus
you're
two.
like, look, you
I
got a what?
6.
That's a 9.
Hold on.
Okay.
What's my dexterity? That's +2. Cool, yeah.
Yeah, mine's also +2. But Crow right here, very nimble. The coolest of flip wizards.
Okay.
Oh, Pog.
Holy, oh goodness, that's a nat 20.
That's a 20 for you, eh?
Look, we didn't wear out all our luck. Okay, so Eddie definitely gets out of the way
Yeah.
of a hatchet being thrown by a dwarven patron.
Oh,
Whereas
God.
Danny's character Crow and Drew's character Bo, they're not quite fast enough, but as they're trying to step back and failing miserably at getting out of the way, the guy over at the wall takes a few long strides forward, throws his arm in front of you guys, and takes the hatchet to the face, and his hood falls back to reveal a stone construct.
Oh shit.
And
What?
now he's just got a hatchet in his face.
What?
Crow's gonna like walk up to this man, this construct, and just look at him in awe. There may be a hatchet in his face, but holy shit, he's cool.
He
Uh,
just kind of got the 7-foot tall stone being just has a hatchet in his face.
And there's
there-
a child looking up at him in total adoration.
Is there
Aw.
any use casting Cure Wounds?
No.
Does cure wounds work on stone?
I don't think it does. I don't think it works on constructs.
Eddie might try.
Okay, you could try, but if it's not going to do anything, you're not going to waste a spell slot.
Wait,
Oh, you're
can
right.
Crow reach up to try and grab the hatchet, even though he probably is not tall enough?
He's not tall enough. This guy's 7 foot, and Crow is 5'3".
I'd leave that to Bo.
There is a small tear that rolls down Crow's face as he cannot reach the hatchet.
Bo walks up, and he does reach up to remove the hatchet in Crow's stead.
Okay, well, you pull on this hatchet to pull it out, and it is stuck deep. Clearly, this construct has some kind of self-healing property, because while the crack in his face, that's above and below the hatchet, is split wide open, this hatchet is secured as if it was part of him.
Well, I do not know what to tell you, sir, but that axe is now a part of your face.
So this construct kind of waves you off, and upon finally noticing this, the bartender climbs up her step stool to get to the bar, and then pulls herself up onto the bar to jump off and come over to you guys. grabbing the construct's hand and going, "Oh, sweetheart, you know you're better off catching those." And she turns to the halfling, who's got this sour look on her face, her arms crossed, and goes, "Leif, honey, will you take care of those gentlemen who threw that? You know we don't condone violence. I don't know why you're not paying any attention tonight." And she waves you guys over to follow her as she
Oh,
walks over to the bar again. While Leif grabs hold of the dwarf's beard and the elf's ear, because they had been the ones fighting, and hauls them both out of the tavern, pulling as hard as she can. It is
oh, jeez.
a comical
Strong
sight,
lady.
and they are in trouble. Alright, so are you guys gonna follow this halfling bartender lady?
Yes.
Okay.
This is Nina Brina.
Eddie?
Why wouldn't I?
Is Eddie following?
Eddie is following.
Okay. So, this lady pulls the paper out of War's hand because he had been posting papers, and she holds it out to one of you. She just holds it out towards your group and goes, "Could one of you hold this, please?" And continues to lead you guys through a door behind the bar, and then through this kitchen that's behind the bar, where an orc waves at her, smiling, a big toothed smile, and she leads you guys through another door into an office.
So many doors.
This is how we get abducted.
You could say that, or
I
this
mean-
could be a real secret room.
It's an
Could be.
office.
You never know about offices.
I don't
Offices
know
are
what this
scary.
is, and therefore I don't care.
Okay. I like how Word just still has the axe at his face. She didn't even try to pull out. She just grabbed his hand and said, "Alright, come on." Alright, so you guys are now in this office with a halfling whose name you don't know, a construct named Whir, and each other. And one of you is holding a piece of paper if you took it from her.
Yes.
Okay, who
which-
can read here? Because I feel like they should take it.
It's in common.
I can read. Can you not read?
I can read. You know, sometimes you're just never sure.
Who can
Okay.
read? I was like, well, hopefully in a public tavern it would be in common.
No, I mean, you know, some people just can't read. Common and all. They can speak it, but they can't read it.
Okay.
I guess.
Eddie would make a rude comment, but she is not, because she is hyperventilating.
Oh no, why?
Why
The
is she
little-
hyperventilating?
The little gills on her neck are flapping, and she's making grabby hands at the rag.
What? What?
Wait, so is she hyperventilating out of fear or over excitement that she has her rag back?
She wants give her the rag. Give it now.
He gave you the rag.
Okay.
Silence befalls the town.
I think that got interrupted by the hatchet thrown by an angry dwarven
right,
patron.
okay.
She takes the rag.
Well, then I guess Poe takes notice of the hyperventilating. Is like,
Do you need water, or is right, the rag? Here you go. You can have your rag back. Just breathe.
She snatches it, and she turns around with it, and she takes something off of her hip, does something with the rag, and then wraps it around her neck.
Aww.
does she? Okay, never mind. Yeah,
I
okay.
know what that is. Okay.
Is she huffing shit?
No!
I was thinking of it more like a
yeah.
Red Lobster bib.
That would be so
Lord, thank you for
offensive.
this meal.
Eddie
I'm
just
really
puts on a
pushing
bib
it.
and it's a big old lobster that says "time to eat."
Good God.
No, it's a normal rag. We have already described this rag. Okay, are you guys gonna do anything? Because you guys just got pulled into an office. with a construct and a halfling who has now accidentally begun to ignore you as she starts writing a letter at her desk.
I'm gonna do what I did in the principal's office in elementary school and just sit and wait to hear what I'm being punished for.
Oh.
Crow's gonna like lift himself, or wait, can he see over this desk?
Yeah, it's a halfling desk. It's made for halflings, so
Oh,
he could definitely see it. This lady's
thank
shorter
God.
than Crow, I promise.
Fuck. Yeah, he's just gonna kind of take a step forward and be like, ma'am, why are we in here?
Oh, I'm sorry. Giving me a heart attack. If I just pulled you guys in here, you did just get involved with that bull nonsense. I'm sorry. We don't do these things here. I'm just writing this letter to send we're off with it. We personally can't fix his face, and he's so dear to us. We need to get him fixed. So I'm writing this letter real quick. In the meantime, if you guys could ponder something real quick, I can get you guys a meal on the house or some drinks or something. I know we don't do that nonsense. I swear we don't do that nonsense. We're not one of those taverns. Whew, I'm just so flustered. Okay, I will get you guys something on the house, or you can go pick out one of those quest boards or something. Room's completely free if you pick out a quest. Just go ahead, take a seat. There are a few chairs around. Sir, I'm sorry. She looks directly at Bo. She goes, Sir, I'm sorry. We don't have any for your size, and I'm afraid you might break one, so you can sit on the floor or on the corner of the desk there. And
Yeah, no, that's all right. I get it. You know, I'm used to it. It's fine.
okay, sweetheart. I do have chairs outside for you, but I don't want to haul those through the kitchen. So if you guys will take a seat, I'll finish writing this letter real quick. You guys to talk amongst yourselves. And that piece of paper you've got in your hand, and she points at Crow because she just kind of half-handed it to Crow. And she goes, that piece of paper that you've got in your hand, that's supposed to be on the quest board. You can set it down if you want, or you can look it over, see if you're interested. All up to you, sweetheart. And she goes back to this letter.
Look at you advancing the plot.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, ma'am. And Crow is going to just like go over and probably sit in Bo's lap and like read it.
What's it say, bud?
It says, DM, speak for me.
Okay. So you hold this quest, and it actually says, by order of the Empress, adventurers needed. And then it just offers, and then it just has a picture of a map which circles the capital, and then it has a reward under it that is actually wrinkled and torn because we're clenched his fist too hard while holding it. So you can't see the reward part at the moment.
By order of the Empress.
Seems pretty important.
It does seem important. It could be cool. It has a map on it.
Oh, there's a map?
Yeah, look at it. And he points to the map.
Oh, yeah, there's a map.
Yeah.
Is that what you want to do tomorrow?
I mean, we could. We haven't really.
I know what we're gonna do today.
I know what we're going to do today.
Would Bo be Ferb or would Crow be Ferb?
I feel like Bo would be Ferb.
Yeah, I think Bo would be Ferb.
Yep. Yep. We're
Phineas,
finding
I know
out
what we're gonna do tomorrow.
Yep. Time to learn how the famine came along. But
Okay. Well, we can do that.
Oh, they started the vacuum and now my dog's at the door.
Yeah, I had like
my dog in really quickly.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
know I said I was really ready, but I told everyone I was doing this, and typically that means don't turn on the vacuum and scare my dog. So I'm gonna let him in real quick. Hold on,
Yeah.
hold on.
I've had to let my cat in and out multiple times this session.
Get out of my seat.
He just sits in my lap while I yeehaw around.
So Broadwick finishes writing this letter, and she hands it to Whir, who politely folds it and just kind of holds on to it, kind of dejectedly. He's got a hatchet in his face. And she turns to you guys and she goes, "All right, darlings, you guys figured out anything amongst yourselves? Anything you want to do? Anything you need from me? Well, go ahead and make this right."
Can I have two things, please?
Yes, what is it?
He holds up the paper. Can we do this quest, please?
Is that you and your friend there? Is that all three of you?
I mean, the fish lady can do what she wants. I'm not going to force her to do anything.
3? Oh, right, you're here. Sorry.
He kind of looks at Eddie. He's like, "Do you want to join us?"
Oh, no, it's fine. I went to the background. It's quite all right.
She's completely repelled at this point. It almost seems like she was never gasping for air. And the rag has disappeared again. So where did it go?
Excuse me, fish person. I think you've lost your rag again.
No, I got it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
You don't have to call me Fish Lady either. My name's Eddie.
Hi, Eddie.
Pleasure to meet you, Eddie.
Hi. I think I am interested in taking on this quest with you guys if you'd have me along. I don't know a whole lot about the Empress, but I know she's got some really nice stuff.
Yeah, love the company.
That could be taken in so many different ways, and I'm not sure which one, Eddie.
I half expected something else.
Don't worry about it.
We're not
Yes,
worried
and
about
Got
it.
some real nice.
there's some nice plot around her.
All right.
Some juicy rumor.
Brodwin gives a nod and makes a grabby hand at Crow. She goes, "All right, if I could see that sheet of paper from you real quick, I'm going to go ahead and write you guys a letter. And I may just send Whir along with you. He knows quite a bit about this stuff. He's been on a couple quests himself, though he doesn't do much. He's more of a backpack than anything, helps you carry stuff. You're not scared of the fish.
Oh,
But he will be pretty useful, and after he helps you guys along, after a certain point, he will go on. He's actually on his way out of this town too." And she goes ahead, she sets this piece of paper down, she's kind of grabbed from Crow, and writes you guys a letter, of which she folds up and puts in an envelope and sets on the front of the desk. "All right, lovelies, I'm gonna go ahead and get you set up. Are you guys wanting rooms tonight before you leave tomorrow?"
Yes, please.
wrong.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
I'll be all right. I'm just a short walker here. I'll be here tomorrow morning.
"All right, lovelies. Well, are you guys sleeping in the same room, or are you guys wanting separate rooms? Completely on the house, I promise. You guys just went through a whole lot of mess out there."
Same room.
Yeah.
Okay. And she opens a drawer upon you saying same room, and she grabs a key and she plops it in front, and it looks almost exactly like a typical hotel key. It's a brass key with a strange hook at the end, and it says 27 in these brassy letters. And she goes, "All right, lovelies, your room will be on the second floor. Not the first one. It's fairly quiet up there. If you need anything, you can holler for one of us. My sister Lath actually sleeps up there. You can knock on her door. It's the very end of the hall. It's unnumbered. If you need anything, if anyone's making too much noise, you can talk to her. She takes care of most of that stuff." And she looks at Eddie and she goes, "Are you sure you're okay without a room tonight, sweetheart? Because we can keep you anywhere you want in this establishment."
Yes, ma'am. I'm certain. I really appreciate it, but I've got some things to go check on.
And she nods, and she gets up from this desk and goes over to a closet, and she opens this small closet and pulls out a couple of bags. One seems to be a smaller bag, and one's a bigger bag. And she puts the smaller bag on the front of the desk and goes and sits behind her desk again. And from this bigger bag, she pulls out 3 dark wooden containers, of which she places in front of you guys. And she goes, "All right, lovelies, these are each for yours. These are each yours. I'm sorry, I can't speak today. These are each yours. If you want, you can open them. Do not touch anything inside yet. I have to explain them first. They are magic." They're not your
Magic.
typical kind of thing. Calm down, Mr. Sir. I gotta explain it first.
I'm so glad that you said that because Eddie already had a grip between her feet and was trying to pull the top off with her hands.
Oh,
Bron-
Eddie.
Bronwyn
Roll
turns
laugh
and
track.
places her hand gently. She leans across the desk and gently places her hand on top of the box and she goes, "Hold on, lovely. I'm gonna open one and show you guys what they are. I promise. Calm down. We don't want to mess anything up." And she pulls her own black box from one of her desks and she opens this dark wooden box and pulls out from a velvet cushion, she pulls out a golden pearl. She goes, "Each of your boxes has 6 of these," and she holds it up for each of you guys to see. She goes, "These are for quest use only. They're yours after the quest is done. They're yours during the quest. If you fail, you have to return them to me, however many you have left. If you succeed, you completely get to keep them. There are 6 of these. These are really delicate, which is why I told you not to open them." She looks at Eddie, stares at Eddie for just a second. She keeps eye contact, and then turns back to you guys as a group and goes, "If you crush these with a place in mind, as long as you have been to that place, you will be able to teleport. It's precisely where you want." And she crushes one, and she goes up in golden dust
Discord.
Oh, sorry.
and
I
appears
swear
behind
to
you
everything
guys.
that is holy. Discord. Hello, I think
Hello, are
I'm
you
not muted. Sorry.
back? What happened?
everything died, and it just Discord was like, "Haha, what if we just decide to load right now, right here, just
Oh,
kick you out,
goodness.
so you don't see what these golden pearls are."
So you heard that they were golden pearls.
Yeah, I heard that they were golden pearls, and we're not supposed to touch them because they're for the quest, and we can keep them if we don't use them. But I don't know what they
Okay.
do.
You keep them if you don't use them. If you fail the quest, you have to return whatever pearls you have left. But if you succeed the quest, you keep them after.
Yeah, I heard all that. What do they do?
You get 6 of them in a box, and she just
Yep.
crushed one between her fingers and went up in golden powder and appeared behind you guys.
Excuse me, miss? I was
Hey.
wondering, do I need to think of a specific place? Or, like, let's say that I knew I've been to a place, but didn't know the name or location. Could I still go there?
And she puts her hand up, she nods, she feels you. She goes, "All right, love, I completely understand where you're coming from. Anywhere that you've been to, as long as you can picture in your head and you don't know the name, you can get there, I promise. If you have never seen it before, but you know what it's called, it's gonna spawn you somewhere random, and I hope to God it's the place you're looking for, because it may spawn you in a similar town with a similar name. You
Oh,
have to keep that
I
in
see.
mind."
Thanks anyway.
All right, well, I'm just letting you know.
Crow gives Bo a little bit of a pat.
Oh, wait. Hold up.
Everything you just heard.
I couldn't understand
Because-
any of it, so that's good.
Everything you just heard. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, okay. Just forget it.
Come here.
I didn't hear it to begin.
Because I'm fucking stupid.
I've got more than one animal in my room now.
You little shit! How dare you betray me like this?
Apparently all the animals are turning against their owners. Luckily, I locked my door.
Yeah, hold on. The vacuum's put away, so I'm about to kick some animals out. Because I also managed to get a cat. And so she goes back around to her desk. And she puts away her box. And she looks at you guys and she goes, "Go ahead and you add your boxes to your backpacks. I'm going to hand this bag right here." And she grabs the little one off her desk. And she hands it to Bo. Because she thinks, oh, this is a leader figure. He's the tall guy. She goes, all right, I'm going to hand this right here to you. This has a map. It has a small sum in here for you guys to pay for anything on your way. And it has your letter in it now because I put that in there just a second ago. You
Huh.
guys will take this with you to the capital. This right here, you get to keep no matter what. And she sits back down and she looks at Word and she goes, he's gonna stay here for the night. He typically does. He doesn't make any trouble. I am sending him on your way with you, so if you have any questions, you can ask him, though he doesn't necessarily talk.
I mean, does he have an intelligence over 3?
Yes, this one has an intelligence over 3 this time.
Yeah, I'll be fine. He'll be fine. Or yeah, he'll be fine. I have a way to talk to him.
Um,
I can read minds.
I appreciate you thinking that I'm I'm large and in charge here, but he's the boss actually, and he just kind of hands everything over to Crow. It's like he's the one in charge.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
But it's all right. People get confused all the time. It's all right. I'm his familiar, so I can't really be in charge. It's kind of just how it works,
You can be in charge. You just don't want to be sometimes.
I mean, yeah, but making decisions is difficult.
What's a familiar?
Well,
Wait. We can explain that later. Thank you, ma'am.
All right, well, you're welcome. And I know you said twice that you don't want a room, miss. But if you do want a room, you just come here and you call me up. And she turns away from Edelyn and she gestures at the boxes on the desk. She goes, go ahead, these are yours. If you'd like to leave, you can leave. You can go get settled. I'm gonna be in here. I'm gonna make a call. Because I can't send him on his way without them knowing that he's coming.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Sounds fair enough.
Yeah, she just kind of half gestures you out of the office as an encouragement to leave so she could do what she needs to do.
Crow leaves.
As does Eddie.
Alright, and Bo, are you following Crow?
Yes.
Alright, cool. So, you guys leave this office, you go through the kitchen because this orc chef definitely does not grin at you. That grin was not directed at you. He's definitely too busy making these orders and pushing them through the door. And you walk back into the main tavern, and you actually see that the halfling who dragged the dwarf and elf back is now working the bar instead of surveying it.
Can Crow go back up onto one of the bar stools and wait for her to come over so to take an order or something,
Yeah.
That's what Crow's doing.
Okay. And what about you two?
Oh, well. Bo. You don't, actually. He'd probably just go and also sit with Crow until Crow decides to go do something else. This is my excuse to be lazy about what Bo wants to do with his life. It's just he follows Crow.
Yep. It happens with every character of ours. I do something and you follow.
Alright, and Edelyn. What's Edelyn doing at the moment?
Well, she's not the best at most social cues. And just intrudes. Just sits down as she does. And just waits. And waits.
Okay.
Wait.
Just right beside Bo. Her hands are on the table. She's bringing her feet. Just chilling.
Hello.
Hi.
So you guys see this halfling throw her braid over her shoulder so it's not in front of her as she moves this big platter in front of this group of sailors. So she moves this big platter in front of this group of sailors and then turns, and as she turns, she spots you guys, beats her hand down on the rag she's tucked into her belt, and then comes over, clears her throat, and looks each of you dead in the eye with a gaze that is none too welcoming. All right, what can I get for you guys today? And I saw you go to the back. If you've got any deals that my sister told you about, please let me know now.
Did we get any deals from her?
She offered you guys to stay free for the night before you set off in the quest.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys actually have that room key, all except for Edelyn, but Edelyn can come back and get that deal anytime tonight.
I was told that I could get a free meal here. Is that true?
And okay, so she nods. She sighs. She seems kind of exasperated, like that's something her sister does all the time. And leaning back away from the counter, she fidgets with the ring on her left hand before pulling it off her finger and pocketing it as well, actually in the same pocket as the button. And she shoves her hands in her pockets and looks at you guys and goes, all right, well, what can I get started for you tonight? We've got all sorts of meals here. Just name it, we got it. Oh, we got a wonderful chef in the back I'm sure you've seen. He's working his ass off. And she, like, kind of
Okay.
looks at you. She's definitely over it tonight.
Before I say anything, are you doing all right? You okay? You seem a little on edge.
Just irritated that patrons can't read the sign out the front that says no fighting.
Yes, I see. Well, if I had any comforting advice or words, I would give them to you, but right now I do not. I apologize.
Excellent. Please keep your mouth shut with any advice. I've run this establishment with my sister for quite a few years now.
Oh,
I got it.
yeah. I just really want some meat. Really, lamb sounds really good right now. So just
She just
lamb.
kind of gives you an irritated one over with her eyes, and she goes, "Is that gonna be raw or cooked?"
Cooked but rare, please.
And she nods, and she turns, and through one of these windows that and through a window behind the bar, she goes, "Lamb, rare, please." And the orc gives this big yes, just straight out, just kind of half shouts the yes. And she turns to the other two of you and she goes, "Anything for you guys?"
Crow looks at Eddie.
I know the sign outside says no fighting, but is there any rule against telling a strong, beautiful, really intimidating lady that, I think you're doing great? Got anything planned after this shift?
Is Eddie blatantly flirting with her?
The shenanigans begin.
The shenanigans begin.
Why did my audio cut?
I don't know.
Where did I go? Where did it put me?
You disappeared, but I asked if
Shadow
Eddie was
Realm.
blatantly flirting with her.
No, that's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous? Okay.
I don't even know
I'm
what
pretty
you're
sure
talking
that's
about.
a date offer.
Not a date. I just know where some cool rocks are.
That's a date.
That's not a date.
Yeah,
That's totally a date.
people get engaged with
totally a
cool
date.
rocks all the time. That's a date.
Right?
People get engaged with cool rocks?
Yeah, what do you think wedding rings are? Gems or rocks?
Yes.
Really? Give a little more than rock.
Alright, well, she sighs and she goes, I'm gonna get you a whiskey. So maybe you'll talk to someone else because the only plan I have after my shift is calling my wife before I go to bed.
Oh.
Get rejected.
Gotcha. All right, I understand. Thank you.
She actually, upon that, pulls out 2 shot glasses and pours 2 glasses of whiskey, pushes one towards Eddie, shoots a look at Eddie, and then grabs the other one, throws back that shot, puts it down, and looks at Crow and goes, and you? Can I get you anything?
He's going to put 3 gold on the table and be like, can I please have some chocolate milk, ma'am?
Raw meat.
Just
floating
slams gold on the
milk.
table, looks him dead in the eye, and just like, can I have some chocolate milk, please?
What's a cowboy got to do to get some milk around these parts?
I just want some chalky milk, please. And he's like fidgeting with his hands, like tapping the tips of his fingers together as he like asks, like looks at her.
Leif sighs and she pushes the gold back towards him and shakes her head. She goes, we don't have any chocolate milk, but if you'd like, I'll make you a nice juice without any alcohol in it, okay, love?
There is a look of disappointment in his eyes as he just like kind of nods and pushes forward 2 gold because this woman deserves some money.
She's pushing this gold back towards you. She knows exactly what her sister does. And so she's not accepting any money from you guys. No,
All right.
love, you're not paying. I've given this fish lady some whiskey. His lamb's on the way. I'm gonna get you something nice to drink. What kind of juice do you like?
Apple juice or orange juice, please.
And she nods and she goes, all right, I'm gonna make you something called a sunset, okay?
Okie dokie. Thank you.
And she turns then and she grabs a glass, sets it in front of him, and pours something that smells like apples, something that smells like oranges, and then something that smells an odd sort of strawberries and cherries. And it all kind of trickles down and almost looks like a sunset if it were upside down. She's clearly had a night. These colors are not in the right order. And she sets her hand down. She goes, there you go, love. Now, if you'd like to stir it, I can get you a spoon, or you could drink it as it is. It tastes fine either way, I promise.
All right. I think I'll be fine without a spoon. Thank you.
And she nods and she goes, anything else? I'm gonna go help this group of gentlemen that are yelping and hollering like the devil's on their heels. And this group of sailors are already waving at her, trying to get her back over there.
Fine. Thank you.
She looks at Eddie. Do you need anything, love?
Eddie is looking at the tape. Fish don't blush or anything, but her little ears are down. She's looking at the table. She's got a rag back on her neck. She says, no, ma'am. I'm all right.
Oh my gosh. Is she rejection sensitive? Is she upset?
She's embarrassed.
Oh.
Why do good girls like bad guys? Or bad men?
Why do good girls like bad guys?
Well, she kind of nods at you guys and then leaves, only to slam her hand down on the bar as soon as she reaches these sailors to yell at them to shut the hell up while she's dealing with other people.
What a woman.
Yeah. Okay. After Crow's done with his sunset, can he like find like a scraggly loose piece of paper in his bag? Hi, welcome back, Cat. Like a scraggly loose piece of paper. Do they have a tip jar? Do they have a tip jar?
They do not have a tip jar.
Dang.
Well then, Crow's gonna like take a piece of paper, kind of put the 3 pieces of gold in and just kind of put lathe on it and then try to sneakily put it across the bar so no one takes it. Like in the bar, sort of, I guess. I don't know how to explain what Kuro's doing, but he's gonna give her the money.
I understand. I've worked restaurants. I know exactly what he's doing.
Yeah. Just the woman's had a rough night, and he can tell.
Oh,
she at least deserves a little bit.
Definitely not dealing with the sailors bullshit that's going on at the end of this bar.
Yeah.
Alright. So you guys wait a little bit, you talk a little bit maybe, and later on she brings this big platter of lamb over to Bo and she puts it down in front of him, gives him a fairly sharp knife. It probably ought to be considered a dagger and not a steak knife, and a fork, and goes, you can either eat with your hands or you can take these utensils and we'll wash them later. It's your option.
Is this speciesism? Is this
Some people
speciesism?
just like to eat with their hands.
Crow eats with his hands. It's a common thing.
It's very common. It's all too common.
Wait, what's this about eating with hands?
She just offered you a dagger of a steak knife and a fork and was like, you can either take these utensils or eat with your hands. It's your choice.
Sorry. That explains it. I got a text
good.
from someone and I needed to read it. Anyway, let me just put on the voice and
Says, I think I'll take the utensils. Yeah. Well, yeah, utensils sound good.
And she nods and she sets the utensils down on this platter of meat, which is quite a bit for what's occurring. Clearly, this town gets several shipments from other places because this is quite a bit of meat compared to other places you guys have maybe been to.
how I keep forgetting this whole country's in a famine.
Yeah. And she just kind of sets these down, gives you this big platter of meat, nods, and walks away. She doesn't even ask you if you want anything else.
Wait, no, I need to. Are you sure this is all dead? I mean, like, this is quite a bit for what's happening. Are you sure that that I'm not, like, overstepping, or?
She looks at you and she puts her hand up. She goes, "It's all right. All of this is imported. We, as well as a few other establishments across the country, are actually given money through our taxes. We pay so many taxes this year. I'm surprised it's not all that. I'm surprised we're doing all this bullshit." She's like, if she could, she'd be outside smoking. She's done with this. And she looks back at you. She goes, "I promise, this is imported. It's actually cheaper to get it imported. It's just hard to get everything to every city, you know?"
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Of course, love. You go ahead and eat up.
Bo goes to town, I guess, and starts eating. Holy shit, this is good. You should try this.
He was like,
Eddie is not registered to pay taxes.
Eddie is probably not even registered in the country.
Tax fraud.
I don't think Eddie's a registered citizen.
I don't think Eddie's a registered citizen either.
She crawled the ocean like that.
In the country one day and never left. Just spawned there in just T-pose, spawned there and just never left.
Eddie crawled out of the ocean and said, "I'm Godzilla now."
Let's say,
a small fish climbed out of the ocean and evolved into Eddie and stood up and decided, this is what's happening now.
God has given me the gift of evolution. I'm going to make it everybody else's problem.
Adeline accidentally flirting with the bartender only to get hardcore rejected because the bartender is married.
She's gotten fiancés to a second date before. Never a wife.
Poor Eddie.
It's
That's
easier
gonna
to
be a
convince
side
a
quest.
fiance.
Get Eddie a wife. Or a husband. Either way.
All right. Do you guys want to do anything else in this tavern for the night? You guys gonna want to eventually settle? Because there's
I don't
obviously
think.
plenty to do. The band is having a blast in the corner, and that redhead who you guys saw dancing earlier, she is still going at it.
You know what? Crow's gonna join.
Crow's gonna go dance?
Yeah, Crow's gonna go dance. He's gonna go vibe.
Bo's gonna just kind of like keep an eye out and make sure that everything's all right.
Make sure that Crow doesn't get stabbed again.
Yeah, last time was a bit much.
Yeah.
Like, there was a whole lot of blood. More than I thought could fit in your body. Jeez.
Jesus Christ, now I want to know what happened. And
It's a long story.
I remember I did stab you guys.
You did.
I did.
But I have a feeling Crow has been stabbed multiple times.
I have a feeling Crow's that kind of kid that walks into an alley, sees someone mugging someone, and goes, "Hi, how can I help you today?"
Someone's like, "Hey, someone needs help," and like you'd run down there and help him mug the other guy.
No. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Crow's the type of person to, when getting mugged, he tries to be friendly but is also panicking, so his first response is, "Hi, welcome to Chili's."
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
Okay. Real quick, I'm gonna make Crow roll a performance check.
Ooh, I don't know. I don't think I'm good at those.
We've got all three sides of the spectrum. We have Bo, who hears help someone's getting mugged and would stop the mugger. We have Danny, who would probably also get mugged, and then we have Eddie, who would kick the person getting mugged in the teeth.
And then continue mugging.
And then continue mugging them. Yes.
I feel like Eddie would mug both of them.
Yes, Eddie would mug both of them, turn around and go to the person who spoke out about the mugging, mug them, and go down to the local bank and rob it.
And then go home and go to bed.
And then go home and take a nap.
By 8 o'clock.
All right. Crow performance check. Well,
yep.
Danny's
I'm
rolling
trying to
that.
find
Is there something Edelyn wants to do other than sulk at the bar because Edelyn's that embarrassed?
Eddie's gonna watch what Crow does first, and then see if she wants to join, because she is sitting in the same area. She's gonna try not to be associated if it's too embarrassing.
Okay.
Well, I just rolled an 18, so...
Ooh.
Okay. Crow is definitely having a blast. You've actually got the dwarven drummer rooting you on. And
yeah.
the redhead who is throwing herself around, she kind of looks like an idiot. She's clearly just dancing for fun, not dancing to impress anyone. She shoots a huge grin at you, claps a few times, and continues her jig, swirling her skirt around practically her knees. So you were impressing everybody involved with this.
Crow is having a blast. He never knew he could dance.
Bo's like at the bar. He's like doing a clap and like stomping his foot, cheering Crow on.
That's my boy.
That's my boy.
That's my son.
Well, now Eddie wants to join. Because she wants the smile from the redhead, too. She's jealous now.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
That feeling when a child... No, I'm not going to say that.
Alright, well, roll a performance check then.
Yep.
Ooh, you're a bard. You have more of an advantage than Crow does.
I have a giant advantage.
Performance is charisma, right?
Yeah, but there's also like an individual performance, so I have like +5 performance.
Holy, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, well, roll your performance.
15. Oh, I'm not doing that good.
15.
Crow is
Alright,
better than the bard, officially.
Yeah, I don't know what occurred there. Anyway.
Eddie did have a shot, and she's a lightweight.
True. So Eddie's dancing a little less accurately than Crow is, and the redhead kind of nods at her, gesturing for the guys to keep it up because she's been dancing alone all night. Nobody in this tavern dances. They come in here for quests, they come here to eat, they come in here to sleep. That's it. Or they come in here to play for the band. That's all. So she's been the only one dancing. So she's still impressed. She just doesn't shoot you that big old grin that she shot Crow.
Oh,
Oh, poor Edelyn.
dang it. It's okay.
Adela is just getting denied. It's slightly sad, but funny.
I feel bad, but one was married and one just is less impressed.
Okay, what race is this woman again? The redhead?
She looks to be human.
Alright. Keep that in mind. Redhead human.
Looks to be.
I love
I don't know
that
why I'm
those are the
suspicious
words
of
you
this
chose.
character.
Because she's got big curly hair, she appears to be human. And she could be half elf or something. She could have her ears covered up and they'd just be pointier than humans. So she
She tall
appears to
enough
be
to be?
human.
She tall enough to be a half elf?
She's tall enough to be a half elf or human, but half elves and humans are about the same height.
True, true. Hmm.
No, it's
Can I ask her her name?
yeah, you can go up and ask her name.
Am I brave enough to do this?
Are you brave enough to do that? Edelyn, best
Swallow
figure
your
it out
fear.
now.
Can I
Wait.
roll a perception and see if there's a ring on the finger
Does
first?
the horny overcome the fear?
You can roll a perception to see if there's a ring on her finger.
Okay. What's my...
Man, I wonder if Bo's gay.
Love how that question just came out of nowhere.
I thought I'd get a laugh. I'm actually going to quote myself on that.
Oh no!
Okay,
do.
so you look, but because of the way she's dancing, you can't see her hands in her skirt. So her hands are like bunching up her skirt, waving it around as she dances her funny little jig. So you can't tell.
Don't know. What can I do to impress her?
Dance?
Well, you're a bard. There's a lot of things.
What do you think she's into?
Okay. While Brick's making this decision of how to embarrass herself.
No!
I'm my mom needs me, so I will be right back.
Okay.
Alright.
So Crow's just gonna continue to dance and have an absolute blast.
Is this an open mic?
It is not open mic, but it's very clear that this band is just making up songs as they go. They'd probably take requests.
That's off the
Oh
table.
man. Okay. Hold on. Let me see. What's my only a +1? I don't know.
Are you gonna wingman Edelyn?
I was really thinking of like going up to the band and starting to play my harmonica and like join in.
You could try. There's not a
But
harmonica player. They'd
I don't.
welcome you.
Bo would probably like really not want to embarrass himself. It's just like, man, am I really good enough to go out there and play with them?
There's a dwarf banging a flagon against a stool as
I
a
guess
drum
you're
set.
right. Yeah. Okay.
I'll go first and clear the air if it'll make you more comfortable.
Okay.
Edelyn can't even flirt with someone, but okay.
That one doesn't like people. Edelyn does like
Not a
music.
people person.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Edelyn like sort of stumbles away from where she's dancing, sort of just moves on, starts making a beeline towards where the band is. And I mean, she's got a lot of stuff on her back. She's got a backpack, she's got little bags tied around her waist, she's got all sorts of stuff, but then she's got her disgusting homemade instrument. She's seeing if she can fit right in. What do I have to roll to see if I fit in?
You don't have to roll that, but if you want to, you can.
I don't know if they'd like kick me or something. If they kick me, I'm gonna be sad.
They're not gonna kick you. They're actually like, they see Eddie wanting to make a beeline for this band and they see the instrument on her back. They're gonna gesture her up there.
Maybe. Maybe not. Was that roll just now, or was that like earlier?
Was what just win what?
The nat 1? Was that just now or earlier?
That was earlier.
That was earlier.
Oh, never mind then. It only just popped up for me now.
Thank God it wasn't now.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, maybe not.
Yeah, that
Wasn't
wasn't
now.
that one, wasn't that? I didn't pay attention to that part.
Yeah. That was for what? Persuasion? That was for perception.
Yeah,
The
that was
other
for
P.
perception. You were checking to see if she had a ring on her finger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's happening right now, but I'm eating a popsicle.
Eddie
Maybe-
is currently attempting to fit in with the band and making it quite a bit harder than the band would probably actually make it.
Lovely.
Eddie has now hopped up onto the stage, though.
Nice.
What all other instruments did you say were up there?
All right, so we've
You said a
got
banjo, a violin, and drums?
banjo, violin, drums, and an accordion.
Oh, and an accordion. Oh, this is Mumford & Sons type beat. Okay. Is this Mumford & Sons?
No, this is not Mumford & Sons yet.
Could be Mumford & Sons.
Yeah.
I say yet because Brick listens to a lot of Mumford & Sons.
I do listen to
Who
a
the
lot of
hell is
Mumford &
Mumford
Sons.
Sons?
What the hell are you talking about?
Okay, so are you going to play with the band while you're up here on their stage now?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely. Roll performance then.
The adrenaline is pumping. Where's my performance again? There it is. All right. Okay, whoops, I actually hit mute. 2020. If only I could type. Oh no.
That's 10. So
Is
you're
this a string break or
Not
something?
worse.
no, it's a 5 plus your 5, which makes 10. So you're fitting in with the band, but you're nothing special at the moment.
Am I just the baseline?
Yeah,
Dang
essentially.
it.
You're
This
not
feels
carrying this
sexy.
band.
Time for Bo to step
Either
in and
Make
steal
it
the
better or
show.
make it 10 times worse.
I know exactly what's going to happen, and
What? Okay,
Shit.
Bo is playing significantly.
No, I take it back. It doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen?
No, it doesn't happen. I take it
It
back.
doesn't happen. Bo
No, it
is
doesn't
not
happen. I take it
embarrassing
back.
himself. He gets one wrong note out and he walks away.
Yes, didn't happen. Not canon. No one noticed.
No one, no. All right.
Not canon.
So she's definitely not cheering you on, but she is still excited that you're up there playing. She's just having the time of her life by herself.
It would be real funny if Bo went in to steal that. But yeah, okay. Be real funny. Just saying.
Bo may not be able to steal it, but Crow will. Crow's gonna offer a hand to dance with the lady.
Roll persuasion.
Danny.
Well, it's just gonna be like some cheery fun. They're both having a good
Yeah.
time. Like, let me just pull up the character sheet while I'm aggressively shaking my dice in my hand. It's like a shake away.
Hate those things.
I do too. I don't know what die I picked up, but you know what? We're just.
It's kind of important that you roll the right dice.
Yeah, I mean, I know I have a D20. I just don't know which one. So this could be my beloved player killer, or it could be my actual worst dice.
Oh.
That is a nat 20.
Oh. Okay, so she takes both of Crow's hands, drops her skirt, and she is now dancing with Crow around the band stage.
Eddie breaks a string.
Oh, poor Eddie.
Eddie breaks a string. It hits in the face.
Oh.
I feel bad. But
You should.
I feel bad, but I don't. Crow doesn't notice. He is having a fucking good time.
I think Edelyn needs another shot of whiskey. That is just not fortunate at all.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna roll perception to see if Bone notices, and we'll try and we'll see if we can comfort you in this trying time.
Are you rolling perception to see if Edelyn's upset?
Yes.
Okay. That wouldn't be a me thing. Funnily enough.
17.
17's pretty good.
Oh.
So
okay.
Edelyn, are you
So
upset?
has Edelyn like walked off the stage because they're upset?
Eddie has not walked off the stage. She's continued playing with 4 strings instead of 5. But you can see in her expression, like she like looks frustrated. Like her eyebrows are down and she's fluffed up a little bit. All of her frills are standing up. But
you're pretty upset about the current situation.
She's got an idea.
Oh.
And I'm gonna roll a performance check.
Cutting words.
To do what?
I will tell you after I see what my fate is.
Okay. Roll for fate, I guess. 17.
Oh,
wait,
better.
24!
24!
Alright, what are you
Eddie
doing?
has started finger picking the strings and rising up from the bass line to higher up in the song.
Okay. So, like, went from bass line to guitar riff?
Yeah.
Alright, so this redhead turns, she's still dancing with Crow, but she turns her head to face away from Crow, and she practically screams with delight. She is thrilled. You have taken this song she's been having a blast to, and you've put it up a notch.
We win, lesbians, we win! Oh, it's like a Mumford and Sons song.
Dude, I clapped my hands so hard when you rolled that 24, they hurt still. Alright, so she
like
is definitely thrilled. You have
I think we just made a friend, boys.
Alright, you guys do what you want now. I've got my victory.
Oh boy.
That's it. Hey, you could probably roll another perception check now that her hands are free from her skirt to see if she's got a ring on her finger.
I sat up to breathe, and I've never sat back down so quickly. What's my perception check? Plus... Oh, still plus 5. Love being a bard.
Bards are honestly something.
Well, it's...
You don't see any jewelry on her person at all. You don't see any glints or anything in the light. So it's a more likely than not she isn't wearing anything.
Well, then she keeps playing then.
Depicted that she's okay. Alright.
Oh, you were trying to see that there's not a ring. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Not making that mistake twice in one night.
Alright, what else do you guys want to do now that you have finally wooed the redhead in the room?
Is Crow still dancing with the redhead?
Heck yeah.
Absolutely, okay.
Okay. Well then, never mind.
Oh, what was it?
Well, I was gonna, if Crow wasn't doing anything, I was gonna tell Crow that Bo was heading up to bed, but he doesn't want to leave Crow without letting
Aw.
him know. But if he's having a good time, then Bo will stay up for a bit longer.
Does
What
Bo
if
need
Bo
some
joined?
company? Does Life need to come over and rant to Bo?
No, Bo just wants to let Crow know that he's tired and is
Oh,
going to bed.
poor giant.
But if
Wait,
he can't, then he's gonna stay up until Crow's ready to go. How old is Crow again? I forgot.
Like 16 in human years, I think.
Yeah,
James?
six,
Oh
like,
my.
16?
okay, like, kind of late 15, early 16 age.
Okay.
So, a child.
Not old enough to
Child.
drink.
And not old enough to drink. I'm sure, like, Crow gave Bo the room keys. Like, he wouldn't mind if Bo went up to bed. I feel bad for keeping our little lion man up.
Hold up.
Little Lion Man, the song by Mumford and Sons.
Wait, did I do it wrong?
Yeah, I think you
Or
did
does
it
it
wrong.
does a D2 not exist?
A D2 may not exist. Why?
Do you want me to roll a d4 for you? And then, like...
Hold up.
Flip a coin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Flip...
Bo's just gonna go to bed.
Okay.
He's gonna try and catch Crow's attention and kind of point upstairs and head up.
Crow would give him a thumbs up.
Okay. Well, he does that thing that I just said he was going to do.
Alright. So, Bo's headed upstairs to bed. He should find that easily. The doors have these big numbers on them, so it's pretty fair to say that he could find that room by himself.
Bo pulls out a small pair of eyeglasses, puts them on, squints, and says, yeah, it's this one. Then he puts them
No.
back. No, he doesn't. It'd be funny, though.
Okay. That would be hilarious considering the eyesight that lions have.
Only for comedic situations does Bo have bad eyesight. He has selective sight. There we go.
He rolls a nat 1 on perception. He goes, I don't know. Can't see a thing, boss. Blind.
I don't know. I can't see anything. His
The
eyes are
floor
just
appears to be made out of floor.
The floor appears to be made out of floor.
There's
It's
a
so
window
dark.
right there, over there, right there. And he's actually looking at the door they just left through. He's probably had a couple shots.
I don't know. I had a couple shots of like dirty apple juice or something. I don't know. It tasted like dirty apple juice.
Dirty apple juice sounds like an amazing.
I don't
I
know.
don't like
I just
apple
assumed.
juice.
I just took what apple juice looked like and decided that bourbon just tastes like dirty apple juice.
Oh. What?
It does not, but
I would not assume bourbon tastes like apple juice. I've had apple
it
juice.
looks. It has a similar like color, like an orangey color, orangey brown color, and so it's a joke.
I'm gonna believe you.
Yeah,
Alright,
I
so
don't drink,
Bo's
so I
heading up
wouldn't
to
know.
bed.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Bo's gonna pass the fuck out. And
Yes.
we got Crow and Eddie just partying it up.
Living it up.
Alright, so while you guys are partying it up, Leif actually gets excused from bartender duty. And while she's excused from bartender duty because her sister's come out and is now running the space behind the bar, she goes over to the open seat in the corner with a bottle of whiskey that she's just grabbed from behind the bar. She's done with the night. She's gonna keep an eye on people, but she's taking a break.
Oh,
Good.
yeah.
That woman deserves one.
Alright, so Leif is taking a break in the corner. Perhaps going to fall asleep there. She did grab a whole bottle of whiskey.
That's that night juice.
Night juice. Alright.
Honestly, Crow's gonna keep dancing with this lady until she stops. So
Okay. Well, I don't think she's gonna stop anytime soon. She's having the absolute time of her life.
and so is Crow. He's a child. He doesn't need sleep.
Yes, he does.
Never heard of sleep.
Bo, come
Yeah.
get your adopted something.
No, now that I think about it, what time is it? Like, Bo on the way up, like, what time is it right now? What'd you say?
In like real life time here or about time
No,
there in Nyvris?
game.
In game? It's probably about 11:30. I'd say
11:30. Oh no. Bo like turns right back around and it's like 11:30. Oh no. he turns right back around
he
and like
sees a
walks
window
back
on the
down the
second
stairs.
floor and it's the moon is almost in the direct middle of the sky and he goes, "Wait a minute."
No, wait a second. He walks back downstairs over to Crow and it's
Like, hey bud, it's pretty late, you know. I think it's like almost 12, almost 12, I think. However we do time in this world, I don't know. Yeah, maybe we should like head up and, you know, get some sleep for tomorrow and, you know, be well rested and attentive and, you know, healthy.
Crow keeps dancing and like, I'm not. No, wait, that's the wrong voice. Yeehaw. I'm not tired right now, Bo. You can go up to sleep, but I'm going to keep dancing.
Okay,
Bo is going to attempt to persuade Crow to go up to bed, but if it fails, he's gonna give up.
Honestly, I was half expecting Bo to like pick him up.
I was thinking that too, but if you want to do persuasion, you can do persuasion.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and persuade him, and if this fails, then
Pick him up.
17.
17.
Oh.
Does
Should I
Danny
roll
have to
something
roll
against that?
Yeah, I think
You
you
can roll
roll
something
wisdom
against it.
that. I think
Crow-
you do wisdom
Crow
save
isn't-
against that.
I don't think I'm good at wisdom, but we will see. I think that's like one of his stats aside from intelligence. That's just like. Oh,
We'll go with wisdom save for the moment.
alrighty. By the way, why my rolls take so long is because I have to scroll all the way back to Crow's character sheet because I don't have it up on my laptop because
Oh,
it
I
just
get you.
kills it. Yeah, it kills it. Okay, actually, my charisma is not charisma. Intelligence isn't that bad. It's my strength and
Oh, we said wisdom.
yeah, wisdom. That's what I meant. That is also a 17. So Crow does not look happy.
I think you. Does that mean you meet the save?
Hold on, what's your modifier?
It's
We'll
+1 also.
Oh,
God,
what the?
+1.
I was gonna
Should I
say
just
take
roll
off your
again?
modifiers.
So I think that means that you meet the save and thus save against it, so you are
Yeah.
not convinced.
All right.
Yeah, I think that's how that works.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I set the bar and you have to meet it. Yeah, that's how that works.
Crow has definitely not been persuaded, but this woman that you're dancing with, she just kind of stops slightly and she goes, "Oh, if you gotta go to bed, darling, I'll send you away."
No, I'm alright, man. I do want to keep dancing. I probably will not get
gonna pick up Crow.
Wait, no.
Well, she's definitely
come
half
on.
stopped dancing, so she may want to send
Come
you
on.
off to bed because she's in the middle of a conversation she definitely did not agree on having.
Yeah, we're gonna go. Thank you for dancing. It was nice meeting you. Did you ever get her name?
No, I did. I was gonna ask her after we finished dancing.
Okay. What's your name?
Oh, you can call me Maisie for the moment. Doesn't
Okay.
matter. All I'm gonna do is keep dancing.
All right.
Nice to meet you, Macy.
Macy, Bo, Crow, Macy, Bo. Wait. Yeah, Alright,
Bo, wait, yeah.
and Bo takes Crow upstairs.
All right. Well, she nods. She kind of half curtsies. She's clearly not one to curtsy, and it seems a little outdated to be curtsying. But she gives a little half curtsy, and then she leaves a kiss on Crow's cheek before prancing off to continue dancing for the night.
See, it wasn't a total loss.
Crow's face is bright fucking red.
Oh, someone's embarrassed.
No woman in her right mind has. There's like a little happy tear that comes down Crow's face. He was like, all right, I'm ready to go to bed. This has been officially best day ever. All right, let's go.
All right. And, yeah.
Okay.
Bo takes Crow up to bed, I guess.
All right. Does Eddie want to do anything?
You're extremely lucky that she didn't see that because she wasn't paying attention.
Eddie would have jumped off the stage.
There would have been 3 strings.
Bridge.
Yeah, time to punt a toddler.
I'd like to see you try.
Oh, by the way, Drew, your voice changer is still on.
Yes, I realized.
All right. Is Eddie doing anything else other than not saying Crow get kissed on the cheek by the redhead woman that Eddie just so very much wants to woo?
Well, it's probably been just a second. She probably sees Bo and Crow walking out and up the stairs, and she's like, oh yeah, here's an opportunity. You know, carpe diem and all that stuff. Oh, but I don't have the lead. I can't change the song. It's not my job.
Do it anyway.
Do it anyway.
Do it anyway.
Doing it anyway is a good idea. I change it up and they follow. When do I get my spell slots reset?
It's after a long rest, I believe, but you haven't wasted any spell slots right now.
Do a long rest.
You think?
I'm going back to check on that real quick because I didn't expect that question to pop up without any spells occurring.
I do have quite a few slots. What if I switch up the song with the intent to cast Charm Person?
Why would you cast Charm Person?
Why do you think I would do that?
You
Give me
could just
one wild guess.
go talk to her,
She
though.
wants some ass.
Some ass. Doesn't want to put in the work.
Okay, but if you were to
Charm Person.
change the
Hell,
song
I
to
used it.
cast Charm Person, would that be directed at one person, or would that be directed at the whole tavern, since you're playing for an entire tavern at this point?
He starts playing Careless Whisper, swings the entire tavern, panics.
The entire tavern for me. You need to think about this. How much collateral damage am I willing to do?
I say just change the song, and since you've already impressed her with your playing currently, just roll advantage on performance.
Advantage on performance, okay.
And we'll do
What
it
if I
that
give
way, so
like?
you're not charm seducing people.
What if I? What if I do this sexy little like tilt the head, like, hey, come on, come up on stage. You know, I don't know if
Okay.
you guys have ever been to an open mic, but there's a few of those.
Well, just do advantage on performance if you change the song.
Okay.
Because she's been the only one dancing this entire time, and clearly she's not interested in any of the other band members.
How should I roll for that?
Just for performance,
Just
but roll twice
performance?
and whichever's higher.
Okay. We're gonna. I wish I knew how to type. I know how to type, but I don't know how to do it efficiently, and I don't know where any of the buttons are.
That is understandable. Okay.
Oh
So
god.
that's a 16.
The 16 and a 7. I would
Yeah,
like
you
the
take the
nice.
16.
Totally.
Yeah. So it's a 16. You change the song, and the band easily follows suit. They've clearly had practice in that. They've played for taverns 100 times before.
Yeah.
And are you doing the head nod thing?
Oh yeah. Oh
Okay,
yeah.
she clearly sees you doing the head nod thing, and she lifts her hand up and gently grabs your arm to step up on the stage. And you could either help her up there, or she's just gonna get up there anyway. She's just using you as a handhold at this point. But she gets up on the stage and she starts dancing like right there at you. She's spinning her skirt and all that. She's doing her funny little jig, but she's changed it for the song.
Okay. I am gonna help her up.
Okay.
It'll be hammering. I don't know if you guys know what hammering is. That's where you hit the string to make the sound instead of strumming it while holding the chord.
Yeah.
Hammer it long enough, make it fit well enough, help her up. Now, I might need to roll performance for this.
Okay. What are you doing?
I'm gonna go a little harder on the song. I'm gonna slow it down but make it more complex. So there's more to dance to while still being like a hey kind of music. You know? Like a what are you doing later kind of music.
Okay.
While also copying whatever she's doing with her feet right now.
Please roll performance for the dancing part.
I'm definitely gonna roll first. If I trip, I swear.
You're only rolling for the dancing part because you're already in this song. It's your song. You've already got control of this.
Yeah. Okay.
Come on, pull up the schmooze.
You pull out the schmooze. That's a 19. You have got this in the bag. You
All
are
right.
matching this pattern perfectly, and she actually changes it a little bit, just a little bit, to where you guys are actually dancing practically as if you were on the dance floor together. You're just not holding on to each other.
This is spiritual. This is magical.
Okay.
This is a win. All right. I'm done. We can wrap this up however it needs to be wrapped up. Good job, me.
Okay. So you guys have the night of your lives. Eventually, the tavern all starts slowing down, and she eventually curtsies to you, half bowing this time, and gives you this big, sweet smile, and then leaves the tavern. She doesn't go to her rooms like most of the other patrons. She leaves the tavern. And Edeline's not staying at this tavern for the night, is she?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so when Edeline leaves the tavern eventually, you see absolutely no trace of her. She's perfectly gone as if she was never there. And Edeline goes, goes wherever Edelyn's going, and we're gonna say you guys rest. And about 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, the sun begins to rise. And I don't know how many of you guys are early wakers, but the sun is rising and a new day has begun. How long can you
Exciting.
guys actually stay with me? Because we can continue and get you guys to the capital tonight if you guys have more time.
I have plenty of time.
I got
Oh,
time.
Okay.
When I tell you I have no plans, I have no plans.
Okay.
Sleep is
All right, so the sun is rising. It's a new day. The tavern actually no longer smells of cigarette smoke, but begins to smell of a wonderful breakfast with like savory all thrown in there. It's like if you walked upstairs and someone was actually cooking syrup. So the tavern smells of cooked syrup and maple and maybe a little bit of eggs. And the sun is rising and a new day has begun. It's quiet, there's no band, everything's mostly calm. There's maybe a few people out in the streets and in the taverns and everything. How early are you guys rising?
I was not muted.
I'd say oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say I'm gonna hear what Bo says first. So
Well, that's coincidental. Bo is probably up at like 8 or 9.
Okay.
But like if he's up at 8, he's probably just gonna be like laying in bed trying to go back to sleep until 9, and then he's like, fine. And he gets out of bed.
Okay.
Crow most likely woke up at like 5 a.m. and couldn't go back to sleep. So he like misty stepped out of the bed so he wouldn't wake up Bo and just kind of covered him a little bit more.
Aww.
And went downstairs, trying his best not to wake him up.
Turns out Bo was awake the whole time anyway. You know?
Idiot. So
He's
is
trying
Crow
his
in
best.
the tavern?
Yeah.
Okay, Crow was actually greeted by a way too bright-eyed uh bartender lady of whose name you guys actually never got. And she sets a generous portion of breakfast in front of him and goes, "You let me know if you need anything, sweetheart. I know it's very tiring in here. Just keep your voice down. People are still sleeping upstairs. Just eat your breakfast. I'll be right with you in a minute." And so he's got breakfast, and she's cleaning the tavern still from the night before.
Okay. How messy is the tavern exactly?
It's not that bad, but obviously there were patrons in there the night before, and she's one of 2 people running this tavern, especially with word kind of just got a hatchet in his face. You can't put him on the floor anymore. So she's definitely been on and off cleaning this, probably swapping shifts with her sister, who is in the corner asleep.
Crow would like quickly gobble up his food and then kind of walk over to her and be like, "Do you need any help cleaning at all? I can help."
Oh. She says he could wipe down tables, so she gives him the offer to wipe down tables if he'd like, and then continues on her way with cleaning.
He wipes down tables.
Oh.
And he seems to have a blast doing it.
Okay. And what about Eddie? I know Eddie didn't stay in the tavern last night.
If you didn't know Eddie very well, you probably would have thought that she had forgotten. She didn't forget. She just woke up after the sun hit its peak because she just had a very exhausting night.
Okay, so
On
she
top
wakes
of the
up
fact
after,
that
though.
the fact that she usually sleeps in pretty late because, that's just kind of what you do when you don't pay taxes and you live in a cave.
And you
Um,
don't take quests routinely.
and you don't take quests routinely. You can sort of get away with that. But it was a little later today, considering the fact that she had also stayed up well past midnight.
Okay. So
When she
Crow
does
has
make it.
eaten breakfast and is now cleaning the tavern with no pay. Just because he's so helpful. She is going to help you out after that. She takes so kindly to help. Um, Bo slept in a little after Crow, right? And then Eddie sleep until noon? I feel you.
He's just tired.
Okay, so Crow, you
Aren't we
do
all?
finish cleaning tables, and Bronwick, the bartender, can't even keep names to myself. The bartender,
I mean, I knew the name before, so like, don't.
yeah, you guys know this name. She comes over and she gently grabs your hand. She gently takes your hand, turns it upright, and plants gold foiled chocolates into your hand, and they look like little dragons.
the Crow would be so happy. There's just his regular smile that's just always plastered on his face goes from big to even bigger as he just like looks up at her and is like still keeping his voice down. I was like, thank you.
And she goes, "Oh, don't mention it, darling. You've been such a nice help." And she kind of glances around the tavern. After that, she just puts she puts the back of her hand to the side of her mouth and goes, "Where are your friends, darling? I thought you guys were taking this quest."
Well, yeah, we are, yeah, but Lo's upstairs still asleep, and I don't know where Eddie is. She just I don't know her, but she just kind of left, and so she may come back. She may not. I don't know.
Okay, and she nods, and then she kind of like pauses. She's focusing on your face a moment. Like she's maybe seen you before, but she's not sure. She does run a tavern with just her sister. And she goes, "I didn't get your name yesterday. I'm sorry. What's your name, sweetheart?"
Uh, my name's Crow. It's nice to meet.
All right. It's nice to meet you, lovely. My name is Broadwick. I actually own this place. I thought I'd seen you before, but no, it's just my memory. Oh, early mornings do that to me.
Crow would look slightly panicked and be like, "Where do you think you saw me from? If
Oh,
I
just
may ask."
same place. We're in the same tavern. I don't leave much except to get our order shipments. Usually I send the chef out to get them, but sometimes he's just not available. But I thought I saw you here before. But that cape is definitely not his. It's just, I'm sorry. I don't have the memory I used to. But she's clearly not
Oh,
that old.
Crow knows immediately like who she saw, and just kind of gives a little bit of a nod. And is like, all right, and he just kind of like scoots over to a table that's like out of view from the bar. It's like he's trying not to cry. He
What?
know,
Oh, this poor man. So much trauma. Why is he crying at the table?
I yes.
Yes, okay.
What?
What's a D&D group without trauma?
Oh, I don't know.
Exactly. Of course, this is backstory stuff, so y'all will learn.
You should DM it to me since Bo would definitely know.
Yeah, Bo would most likely know.
You can DM it to me later.
Alrighty. Then the
Then
chat went
a
silent.
hush fell amongst the crowd.
I'm sorry, I was spraying a roach that had crawled into my shoe, and now my Converse looks like a winter wonderland.
Walking in a roachy
well,
wonderland.
Ew.
I think it's about time for Bo to get up. And so
Okay.
he comes out of the room, and is Crow actually like crying at the table?
He is like rummaging through his bag, like fiddling with stuff
In
that like
distress.
not distress. It looks like, you know, when you're about to cry but you don't want to cry because you're in a public area, so you try your best to like distract yourself from not crying. So you just kind of like take something from your bag and just like fiddle with it, trying to distract yourself.
No, Danny, are you okay?
I understand completely.
I get it too. I get.
No. Are you okay, Danny? Good God, Danny.
Oh my
You-
goodness.
You worry me sometimes.
I love that all three of us, except for Drew. Drew did not know.
God, the feeling of defeat when you fail and you start crying, and then someone's like, "Hey, what's going on?" And I'm like, I mean,
I wasn't wanting to talk about that.
none of your business, but also here's my entire backstory because I'm emotionally vulnerable.
Okay, so wouldn't Crow's back be to it since the stairs are right by the bar?
Most likely, yeah.
Okay.
He like definitely has his head down and he's just like, if I can't see them, they can't see me, sort of deal.
Broadwick's definitely just kind of leaving him alone because she does not realize what she said is probably making him upset.
It's fine, most people don't.
Ow.
Okay, so
ASMR, I drink water in awkward silence.
I think Drew's trying to figure out what is occurring here that has got all of us to
Right.
not want to come to public at least once.
Yeah. I mean, hell.
I mean, I can like explain it because I don't think Crow would have given Bo the entire backstory of it, but Bo's definitely seen this before happen to him.
Gotcha. So, let me just pull up my menu, clear my throat. So yeah, Bo walks up to Crow and puts his hand on his back, and like, he starts to talk.
It's like, hey, how's it go? Oh no. Hey, are you all right? What happened?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You don't look fine, but
Well, I may not be fine now, but I will be. It's okay.
Oh.
do you need anything?
No, I'm good for now.
Okay.
Well,
You want to
Broadwick
sit and talk for
definitely.
a while?
Oh, what was that?
So, do you just want to sit and talk for a while?
Crow would shake his head no.
All right.
And Bo just kind of sits there and, I don't know, places a comforting hand on his back, I guess. I don't know.
Crow would like kind of lean into Bo, like kind of wanting a hug. Like definitely.
Absolutely. And
Oh.
yeah, Bo gives him the hug.
Well, Broadwick was standing there with breakfast, but now she's a little concerned. She's standing there with Bo's breakfast, and she goes, "Did I say something, darlings? Is everything okay right here?"
Yeah, it's okay. I'm yeah, just give him a second. Yeah. Thank you.
And she just kind of gives an understanding nod, though she still looks a little concerned. And she sets Bo's breakfast down in the middle of the table. She goes, "All right, well, you guys take all the time you need. We're still waiting on your other friend. I'm not going to bother you, but if you need me, I'm going to be in the kitchen helping set up for the day."
Crow would give her a thumbs up and like look up and try to give her like a big old smile. Though it's still obvious.
Yeah, she's definitely just gotta leave him be for the moment, because if he doesn't want to talk, he doesn't want to talk, and she completely understands.
Heck yeah.
Oh, what a cute and sweet moment.
That was
Yeah.
not, that was not cute and sweet. That was sad.
Well, yeah, it was sad.
Okay, yeah, but then you look at it and it's just like Bo's there for Crow, and that's kind of sweet.
Oh,
It
well,
was
fair.
It was a lovely bonding moment, but with
Yes.
the view of Crow's backstory, it is sad.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
sad.
It's like looking through a foggy little glass. All right, well, what else are we up to other than crying at the table without tears?
I was just giggling to myself. I shouldn't have been giggling. That was really evil of me. But the way that Bo's voice sounds, just it's like having a third person perspective of like my demon comforting me when I have emotional breakdowns in the night.
Is that really how bad it sounds?
It's
It didn't sound
fairly
bad,
deep.
but it was like, yeah, it's really deep. Not like demonic,
It's
but
not
like
bad. Oh god.
Oh god, it's that bad.
No, it's not that bad.
it's not bad.
It's not bad, it's
not-
just
No,
deep.
it's that bad. It's
It was
that bad. Yeah.
It sounds like what I'd think a lion would sound like, but it also
Maybe if I
just
could turn the pitch up, I guess. Yeah, this is better.
Okay.
that improved greatly.
Okay, well, I'll have to do some experimentation a bit more later. Probably come up with my own custom voice in the
I love
mixer
that girl
settings.
immediately. It's that bad, isn't it?
It's like, it's that bad. Oh god.
Yeah,
And I've
it's
been
like
here for 2 hours talking like freaking Thanos with a sore throat.
Oh, it was beautiful, but it was just like you comforting him, and it was like, I'm going to rip your soul out of your body, mortal.
But I need to make sure that you're emotionally stable when I do it.
Aw.
But also,
I mean,
think
hey.
you should be looking into therapy.
This.
What?
Alright, well. I'd say now that Bo's up, it's actually about 10 o'clock, so give it a couple hours and Eddie will actually wake up finally.
Give it a couple of hours.
Funny.
yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah, it's probably 10 o'clock right now, and Broderick does eventually leave the kitchen. And a few people are coming in now for lunch, because this is clearly a good place to go. They've given you really great portions, considering what the country's going through right now. So people do come in. You guys are left to your own devices. She does look over at you guys to make sure you're doing all right every now and again, but she
Yeah.
leaves you be like she said she would.
Yeah. Crow's obviously doing better after like 10 minutes. But I mean, not internally, but externally.
Externally, he looks a-okay.
Yeah. He bounces back very quickly, externally. Yeah.
This poor
Fuck
man.
that.
I guess after kind of bouncing back, or maybe at like 10, he kind of gets a little bit worried. Like, did the fish ditch us? Did Eddie ditch us? So he may like be like, "Oh, hey, but do you want to like go see if we can find Eddie? Maybe."
Good luck.
He's going to
suppose that
try.
would be a good idea since they haven't shown up yet.
Yeah. And if we can't find her, then shit. But he covers his mouth.
Then
He covers his
Swear jar!
Crow,
Body word.
Crow, I understand. It's been a rough day, so I'll let that one slide. But please try harder next time.
he takes the swear jar off of his hip and puts a coin in it. And it's like that doesn't that doesn't excuse a coin being put in the swear jar. And he puts it back on his face.
Oh god.
Okay. Well, if we can't find them, then they really didn't want to come with us, and that's their loss.
All right. And yeah, I guess they go out. This is also kind of an excuse for Crow to just kind of look around the town.
Okay. Well, as you guys leave, you get like a half wave from Leif, who you thought was asleep, but you guys are talking, and you leave, and you were kind of near Leif because Leif had kind of stuck herself in the corner to drink her whiskey in peace. And she gives a half wave and she rolls her head to face you and give you a thumbs up, and she is grimacing. She has got a hangover. She probably finished that whiskey. Then
Crow
she gives
gives
you
her
a
a wave
thumbs up
back.
for good luck,
Yeah.
and then just kind of like pulls her braid out of her hair. She's done with her hair being up. It is hurting her head more than it should. And so you guys step out, and as you step out, it's pretty busy out. This port is clearly, oh, nice. This port is clearly bustling and rumbling with people. There's business about, and you can smell all sorts of stuff. Down the way, there's candies being made, there's people smoking cigarettes where there are clearly signs, do not smoke. It's just a mess. And there are hundreds of people in this town, and almost all of them look like sailors.
All right. All right.
Yeah, it's a pretty good place.
Very lovely. Very lovely. Has Crow
Right.
seen this many sailors in the same place at the same time before?
Has Crow been to Pharos before?
Let's roll to see.
Okay.
I'll get the blue. I'll get the blue one to signify ocean. That's 5. Fuck no.
Okay, absolutely not.
It was on his list, and I brought him here today.
We should probably discuss why Bo and Crow are like out and about. Some other time, I mean.
Yeah, I'm like, because they can be.
On my adventures. Should I say what I should be looking for?
Probably. Should we just like give a roll to see if we have somewhat of a clue where Eddie went? Like, do we find the towel? Are there any signs? Do we see any fish like salt mounds?
Salt mounds?
Yes.
I just had an image of like Eddie trickling salt trails in the road, which
like a snail.
they would not be there anymore if Eddie had done that, because this path is beaten with the start of the morning.
Eddie's the tooth fairy. But instead of giving you money, she gives you salt and takes your teeth.
She takes your teeth and rubs salt in the gaps.
Oh my god.
Perfect.
She's
So
not
perception,
that
yeah.
evil. Oh my gosh, my friend is in the stream now.
Gas. Hello,
Hi.
Brick's friend.
I
Hello.
can see you typing.
You missed the chaos.
You did miss a lot of chaos.
Okay, are you rolling perception to see if
Yeah.
you can find the fish lady in a big bustling trade town?
Yeah, I got a 13.
Okay, will you roll with disadvantage because A, you've never
Oh.
been here before, B, you've only met this lady once?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 13.
13? You rolled better the
Yeah.
second time? Okay.
Yeah, I rolled a 15 the second time.
Oh, okay. Well, you know this is a fish lady. Clearly, either she has to live in this trade town, which is unlikely considering upon entry of this
Fish.
town, you have seen quite a few less houses than in other places. She likely lives in a shack on the outskirts of the town, which is more likely there'd be more water because it borders the ocean. Or she lives in the ocean, which in that case you are definitely shit out of luck for looking because it's the ocean. So you have 3 ideas and only 2 are most likely.
Crow's gonna put it together in his head and be like, fish lady, gasping for air frantically, right by an ocean. And he's definitely thinking about it way harder than he should.
Oh.
He's like deep in thought. He's like, all right, I have an idea.
I have an
And
idea.
yeah, and he's going to go to the ocean and he's going to stand at the shore, of course, taking his boots off so he doesn't get them wet.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. And he is going to scream into the void over the ocean. He's gonna be like, Eddie, wake up! We kind of need you, please. Thank you. I can't actually scream, but you get the gist.
Oh, Eddie.
Eddie.
Okay, which side of the town are you guys at? Are you guys on the north, east, or west side? Because this is practically on an isle. It's kind of like Florida if Florida were actually more attached to the United States.
Yeah. I want the one farthest away from Eddie to make it funny.
Oh my god.
So
Oh
you
my
guys
gosh.
definitely do not find Eddie then. And Eddie definitely cannot hear you.
Yeah. And then Crow walks over, puts his boots back on, and is like, I bet you heard us. And then he walks
Totally.
away.
I bet she knows where we are. Okay, what else are you guys gonna do? You just gonna sit at the ocean and hope?
I mean, I'm gonna look at Bo and be like, did you want to do anything while we're out here? Like, buy anything or something?
The gears are turning.
Sorry, I had to sneeze and I could not focus when I was doing so.
Oh,
Say again. My
I
apologies.
I was asking if you wanted to go buy anything
Oh.
while we waited for Eddie.
because screaming at the ocean works.
Yes, of course.
No, I don't think I have anything in particular I want to buy. Let me just, and
He rummages around in his bag and he looks at everything. Have that. I have that. Yep. Have that too. Okay.
I realized I didn't have my voicemail on. Doesn't matter. Anyway, yeah, no, I don't think I have anything I need.
All right. Well, Crow remembers that he did not tell them or tell Eddie where they would be, so he turns around once more, says, by the way, we're gonna be back at the Tiger's Tavern. Okay.
Oh, because she's totally gonna hear it the second time.
Right?
This is fantastic.
Just let Crow do it.
Oh,
Guys!
arrived.
Oh my god.
All right, we've got Ethan. Ethan, I'm gonna catch you. Oh, what was
You guys
that?
really need to calm down. All I did was join a voice chat. Jeez.
Yeah, but you're here. We didn't
We
think you
missed
got
you.
For
it.
5
Yeah.
days.
All right.
Fourth player.
Yeah, real quick, I'm hop and I'm gonna catch you up. So I'm gonna drag you
Okay.
to the private chat. Boop doop. Goodbye for a second. Okay,
What I
so
missed?
currently they are looking for Eddie. It's about noon. It's actually about 10 o'clock, 10:30 maybe.
Okay.
Eddie has failed and almost won at wooing women last night. They got their
Great.
quest. They've got their pearls. Ethan's already got. Finnet's already got. This is just Ethan, but with extra steps. That's just what it is.
See.
Finnet's got his quest. Finnet's got his pearls still. So he will
Okay.
actually be at the Tiger Tavern. Crow and Bo are actually back on their way there after screaming at the ocean.
Why would they? I shouldn't question it.
So
This is
Eddie's
why they
fish
need
lady.
Bennett.
Eddie didn't sleep at the tavern. So Eddie, they were like, oh, Eddie must live in the ocean. And so they went and screamed at the ocean, which is a pretty close bet, but they're in the wrong spot. So they went and screamed at the ocean. In
See.
any case, so Bennett will be at the tavern. When they come back, he'll have the quest. He will be informed by the bartender, Bronwick, that she actually found him more of an adventuring party, and then she'll apologize and then tell him they don't seem very seasoned. So
Yep.
Finnet's probably not going to look forward to that.
No, he is not.
Mm-mm.
He's dreading it this whole time.
And we're waiting on Eddie to wake up.
He's just like, oh, what have I just got myself into? Jesus Christ.
He's also going to have a construct who has a hatchet in his face.
What?
Okay, so they were looking for Eddie's rag. Eddie had lost a rag.
Yeah.
And this rag actually helps her breathe. More on that later because I'm sure it'll come up again. And so while they were in the middle of this tavern, a dwarf and an elf got into a fight, and the dwarf threw a hatchet at the elf, of which the elf dodged. And so I had them roll dexterity saves, and this construct actually blocked the hatchet from getting to Crow and Bow because they failed, and took it to his face. So this stone construct just has a hatchet attached to his face.
Great.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Fantastic. I cannot
Absolutely.
wait.
I just closed all of my windows somehow. They're having the time of their lives in there. I just saw the quote chat pop up. Alright, so I'm gonna move you
Yeah.
back. They're currently coming back to the tavern, and we're waiting on
Okay.
Eddie to wake up. So I'm gonna put you back.
Oh god, I need to describe Bennett. I need to give Bennett a voice. This is gonna be god awful. I can't wait.
Great news, you have time. I'm gonna put you back now. I'll see you there.
Be back.
I'm back.
Yes.
How was learning?
Boring, but I mean,
At least you're being honest.
I'm not the most exciting person to talk to at all times.
no, I
And
was just
a
doing
lot
that.
happened in 2 hours.
That is another fair point. A lot. You guys really did scream at the ocean.
We really did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Okay, so Crow and Bo, you guys are on your way back to the tavern, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Are you guys doing anything on the way?
I mean, Crow's like looking for stuff, like maybe something shiny on the ground, but you know, he's always doing that.
Okay.
That's
Is
funny.
Eddie awake at this point?
Did what?
Did she hear the pleas from the sky?
Oh, absolutely not. Okay.
Okay.
Wait, do a smidgen of research before I answer this.
Okay. Wait, what are we researching before we answer if they're awake? What?
Hmm.
Okay, we're gonna go over to Finnet. Finnet
Yeah, keep
actually is
Oh.
at the tavern, and Ethan, real quick, if you
Bullshit.
could introduce Finnet.
just
Oh
like
god, I
bullshit.
did not prepare in the slightest. Whenever we're like, how will I introduce my character?
You will
Oh
make it.
no. This isn't a bit. I genuinely don't know what to do. I didn't prepare at all.
Okay.
He sure is a dude.
He sure
He
is.
sure is a dude.
He sure is. I didn't realize we
God.
needed to check.
I listen, okay, he's a dude. I can say that much.
Okay. Definitely a
I have a
dude.
description of him somewhere. I just need to find it. And when I do, you will all be sorry.
Okay.
Uh,
I'll give you
okay.
time.
Okay, I found it. I found it. Let me
Okay.
read. Let me read. Uh oh god, I'm gonna have to do voice.
It's okay.
Voices are hard. Okay, that's a voices are. He sure is a dude. Okay, so Fennet's a pretty tall dude. You know, he stands at about like 6'2". He's pretty skinny guy. Uh, you know, he's got this short, straight blonde hair. Doesn't have very far like bangs. And yeah, he, he's a pretty simple man, pretty simple homeboy. He's yeah, yeah. I'm
Okay.
great at describing things.
Is he doing anything in particular at this tavern?
Sleeping probably.
He's probably sleeping in a room upstairs. Wait, it's 11:30. Why
uh,
is everyone
well,
asleep?
no, I'm pretty sure he's just like resting his head on like the table,
Uh,
just trying to relax before he has to deal with whatever he's about to have to deal with.
so Broadwick has definitely got you up to date. She's actually set breakfast down in front of you, and you just have your head on the table mentally taking it all in, like,
Yeah.
oh my goodness.
Oh God. What did I say for?
Actually, sitting right next to you on your left happens to be the construct. He's fiddling with his fingers with a hatchet in his face, and it looks like his face is split in two. But if you look deep enough into those cracks, if you can make it close enough to his face to do that, you notice this is actually fused into his face.
Oh, I was about to offer to take it out. That would have been horrendous.
They've tried.
Oh, great.
We failed.
Um, I mean, and it just kind of looks at him. It's like, oh, damn. He doesn't say anything. He's just like, damn, that really do be a construct with an axe in his face.
This poor guy's made of stone and he's just got an axe in his face and he can't help. So he looks kind of useless sitting there by you.
Hmm.
Alright. So, Bo and Crow, you guys do eventually make it to the tavern, even while looking for shiny things on the ground. You guys don't find anything because everything is particularly not shiny at this point.
It
It's
doesn't have to be shiny for Crow to pick it up.
then you have a rock in your hand that's just covered in dirt.
Crow is happy with this.
Okay.
He pockets it.
Update on Eddie.
Are you enjoying your rock?
Crow gives a solid nod. It's like, it's a pretty good rock.
It's a decent rock.
It is. And it's like super smooth. Like, hold on, here. And he hands Bo the rock, just like to show him. Very smooth.
Oh yeah. It's a very smooth rock.
How to disappoint the DM 101.
That's a damn good rock
I'm
right
not
there.
disappointed. I'm amused.
That
I
sure
heard
is
that
rock
sigh.
we found.
Okay, so you have this smooth rock. It's very pog. You're right. It's smooth. It's covered in dirt. It's probably way too dusty. Like, Crow should probably wash it, but I'm sure Crow's not put off by all this dirt on the rock. It was definitely
Crow.
beaten into the road.
Yeah, Crow has dirtier in his bag.
The hell does Crow have in his bag?
A lot of things.
Crow just picked up a handful of dirt, and he's got a handful of dirt just loose in his bag.
Actually, that's something I wanted to give him, a jar of magical dirt.
So you guys walk down the street, and you do eventually make it to the tavern. But on your way, you pass through hundreds of stalls. You pass through hundreds of stalls. You get harassed by this one guy who immediately gets punched in the face by the
A
girl
lot of
next to him.
stalls.
Like,
That's
he yells something absolutely obscene, and neither of you notice, but before you can turn and ask, he's on the ground. His nose is broken, and it's probably best to just walk a little faster. So
Crow gives an audible chuckle and proceeds.
he just Crow's just like, ha ha ha, he deserves that.
That's what you get for being a meanie.
Yeah, clearly the lady next to him has absolutely no harm. No harm. She has absolutely nothing holding her back from teaching assholes what they deserve. And you guys make it to the tavern. It's still quiet, but there are quite a few more people in there now.
Heck yeah.
Not gonna be quiet when Eddie gets there.
Oh no.
Because you know what?
When Eddie arrives, it's chaos. I was going to say a party.
It's not a party. It's a
Disappointing.
yeah.
Nothing is disappointing when Eddie's around. Things are just more
Eddie's
prison
just
worthy.
disappointed when Eddie is around.
Eddie's disappointed when Eddie's around. No one else is disappointed.
Anyway, she's awake now. The tide has gone out, so there's not a lake. She likes to be partially submerged when she's asleep. So she basically sleeps whenever the tide is in and it's on her floor. She sleeps on the floor. Probably terrible for her back, but she's not having this morning. She gets up and she does her every morning scream at the sky.
She does
she realizes she wakes up every morning and screams at the sky. And then realizes she has a headache because of the night before.
Too much
she
partying
stops
and whiskey,
screaming.
and she had one shot.
She probably got tipped a few more throughout the night.
Ooh, probably. That's pretty likely.
That's customary at open mic. Anyway. It's like, what am I missing? What am I missing? What am I doing? What am I forgetting? Shit, dude. Shit. You know that thought process.
Oh yeah.
You know that. It's Friday and you forgot to finish your homework and you are about to miss the bus and your life is just falling apart. grabs all of her stuff and some extra, puts it back on her back, kicks a crab, because they're gonna steal something. Crabs are sneaky little bastards.
How dare you bully the crabs? They will rebel against you.
You don't
one
know
day.
what the crabs have done.
How do you know? I don't know.
You've never seen the ocean, Crow. This is a first time experience anyway. Now she's jogging. She'll be there in about 13 minutes. 15 if she trips. Because you gotta lie on the ground for a minute and think about whether or not it's worth it to even get up. Or if this is the end.
If she trips, she definitely kind of just gets avoided. Nobody wants to mention anything. They just have secondhand embarrassment.
I know. This happens every morning.
This is a daily routine?
Yeah. Wake up, scream at God, kick a crab, run to town. Don't pay taxes, get pussy, die.
Wait, hold on a minute.
You failed at the second to last one yesterday.
It's a work in progress. Is that going to be a quote now? I see you typing.
Oh, please. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
I would have typed it, but I don't know. I'm not at the quotes page.
I can see Danny typing.
Danny's typing.
Please. Danny, please, we're relying on you.
God, please. I don't even remember what I said. Wake up, yell at God, kick crab. There we go. The dream.
Scream at God, kick a crab, go to town, get some pussy, die.
I mean, that is what Brooke said.
It's a daily routine.
Go to horny jail.
Watch this
Go to
be
jail.
watch this be just galaxy brain foreshadowing.
Okay.
And Eddie just dies today.
After getting pussy?
Eddie
you sure about
seduces
that?
the Empress and dies of syphilis 3 days later.
Syphilis, the silent killer in the state of Alabama.
You spell syphilis?
SYPHILLIS.
I could not understand that, so I'm asking Google.
Okay.
SYPHILIS.
We have to
Oh,
fight
are
a
you
crab boss and he's
quote
gonna
chatting?
shit.
Okay, so we've got 3 of 4 people at the tavern, and Eddie just booking it and potentially embarrassing herself along the way.
No, it's the silent killer in the state of Alabama.
Close
Not
enough.
the true killer in
Okay.
the state of Oklahoma.
That's funny.
Well, I mean, it could be the true killer in the state of Oklahoma.
It very
could
well
be
could
both.
be.
Googling syphilis in Oklahoma.
I don't think there is.
You're gonna get
Is-
put on some kind of list.
Is Eddie gonna arrive to this tavern out of breath?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we've got all 3 of you, everyone but Eddie in this tavern, right?
Oklahoma
Yeah.
now ranks 21st in rates of PNS syphilis among 50 states. They're 21st in the nation. They're really not that high up.
The true
well.
killer of Oklahoma.
The true killer of Oklahoma.
I'm gonna quote that quote.
Not even the people, but of the state
Syphilis
itself.
kills Oklahomas. Why do you think there's only one? They mostly went extinct. Why syphilis?
All right, well, really quick, I'm gonna jump off into the next part, so we're not talking about
Okay.
syphilis for another hour.
Yeah, how about we cannot afford to go on a whole tangent about syphilis.
No, afterwards we can. Anyways, so
Afterwards, we can talk about syphilis all we want. Why? Why?
That's the billboard.
okay, so
Ah,
Broadwick's still serving breakfast to some people. Sometimes, some
Thank you, Bronwick.
we're not allowed to do Broadwick's still serving breakfast to some people, lunch to others, and Edelyn bursts through the store, out of breath, and she claps her hands together and looks over at all you guys, and she goes, "Wonderful, that's everyone!" And she points at all of you guys. She goes, "Will you four come over here? I'm gonna get you guys started for the day."
What do you mean for? Just question. Quick question.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute. Yeah.
There were 3 of us before. Who's the 4th? If I may ask, please,
that
ma'am.
would be
Oh.
me.
I have finally
And he
And she-
slowly
separated into
lifts
2
his head
different
up.
people.
He's not prepared for this, but he's gonna act like he is.
Okay.
And
She lifts
he-
her hand. She goes, "Technically, it'll be 5. Because
Uh.
we're going with you guys for a little bit, remember? But there
Yeah.
was this nice gentleman who actually pulled that paper off the board earlier yesterday. He came in, he asked about it, wonderful man. And he's gonna be joining you guys. I didn't want to send him on his own, so I told him I'd see if I could find more people. But
I've been waiting here for so long.
you haven't been
Can-
waiting all that long, sweetheart.
It's
I know it's early, but please don't be so dramatic. And she goes, "Well, you guys are going to go to the Capitol, hopefully sometime today. I know it's noon, but you guys should be able to get there before dark falls. And you haven't eaten yet, I'm sure, unless you stop by one of those food stalls on the way. I know they serve an excellent fish." And then she pauses. And she stops, and she puts her hand over her mouth. She goes, "I'm so sorry.
What? What?
I meant to say stew." And she corrects herself, but she clearly did not mean to say stew. She's obviously did not think about what she was saying.
Ellen is wide-eyed. She is so upset. She woke up, she ran, she twisted her ankle on the way. She saw a really weird-looking dog and a crab. She's had a really bad day so far.
And it's only just now finding out that people in the city cook fish.
There's a fucking what?
That's rich.
And Broadway just kind of takes a moment, and she looks directly at Eddie. She goes, "I'm sorry. I will get you something to eat." And she's not even looking at Eddie. She's kind of looking at the floor. She goes, "I'm sorry. I'll get you something to eat. But if you guys will come over here, I'll get you ready for your quest." And she just kind of runs off into the kitchen to go fix this breakfast personally.
Broadwick has just upset so many people today.
I promise you she's sweet. She just doesn't think sometimes.
Brain no work, brain go burr.
She's the equivalent of a himbo if it...
Herbo.
Yeah, herbo. I was like, what's that chart?
Yeah.
I know that off by heart. There's himbo, there's herbo, there's himbo, herbo, bimbo, and then himbim.
Himbim.
I know that off by heart.
Okay, I'm glad you do.
And and then in the middle it's thembo.
A useful skill to have. You should put that on your resume. It'll get you a job. I guarantee it.
Knows the himbo scale. The 4 corners of himbo.
Okay. Well, she's in the kitchen now, and you guys have just been kind of ecstatically introduced to each other because Broadwick didn't think to tell you guys who was who and that you guys were getting another person. Ethan knew that Ethan was getting more people. Not Ethan. Finnet knew that Finnet was getting more
Yeah.
people. But you guys were not made aware that there was also someone else going on this quest with you.
Well, as I guess as that happens, Crow is gonna like go over to Fennec because new person, gotta be nice to them, or else they may stab you. So,
Common theme.
yep.
Look how that's the instinct reaction of Fennec. I need to be nice to this person or they will stab me.
That's
Wake up,
Crow's
get
reaction. Yeah,
Die.
Crow's.
Can
Look, there
even
are
stab
very
a lot.
sharp steak knives over here.
There are.
It's not.
Fair.
They look like daggers.
That is a fair point.
Yeah. So yeah, Crow's going to approach, and going to like sit up, put his hands like clasped together on the table, but not his elbows because that is rude. It's gonna be like, look, at least Crow may be a cryptid, but at least he knows his manners.
Fair.
1 second.
Okay.
Oh. And now we wait for him to finish typing the quote.
Oh my goodness.
Eddie is staring inconsolably at the floor.
Okay, you can continue.
Alright. Yeah, so he just kind of looks at Fennec and is like, howdy.
Hello.
You sound very sad, and I hope that is not the case.
Yeah, I probably do.
Yeah. So you're a part of our group now. I'm not getting the wrong person. Yeah. Like, I'm not going. Okay. Suddenly Crow just kind of blinks because, conversation. What's your name?
Oh, my name. Fennec.
It's nice to meet you.
What's your name?
I'm Crow.
Crow?
Yeah. Like the bird,
Yeah, I know, like the bird. I was just saying Crow's kind of a weird name.
Parents don't always have favorites.
That's fair enough.
No, I think they do.
So, who are the other two?
Crow would point at Bo and be like, "That's Bo," and then point at Eddie, and that's Eddie. I can't. Yeah. He has a very deep voice, and it's kind of scary sometimes.
He's very big.
He is very large. Yes.
I grew it myself.
Thank you.
Interesting.
It is not interesting, clearly.
He's not at all. He just said interesting to make them feel better. So, weather, am I right?
Crow kind of like looks at Fennec, looks at what's his name, Worm?
Worm? Oh, whir. Like yours.
Worm. Yeah. I knew it started with a W. I just didn't know it wasn't an insect.
Yeah, W-Y-R.
Whir.
Yeah.
Whir.
Okay, so he looks at whir.
And then he looks back at Fennec, looks back at Whir, then back at Fennec, back at Whir. It's like,
what are you doing?
I don't know, but Whir's tilting his head.
You keep looking between me and that other person. What
You know,
is there a point you're trying to get across?
I'm trying to figure out which one of you will be more interested on the road. And I think the one who can't speak will win.
Oh!
Wow,
Oh my gosh.
my feelings are so very hurt.
And
But
Gort clearly can't tell
listen,
that Bennett's feelings aren't that hurt, so he kind of consolingly pats his hand against Bennett's back.
please don't touch me. And he kind of like swats the hand away. Listen, I'm not here to be your entertainment. I'm here to get a job done. I don't care. Don't find me interesting or not.
That listens to my command.
The crow just kind of stands up and like gives the man his space. Like, Jesus.
Oh my goodness,
Woo! We did it, boys! Woo!
Woo!
Let's go!
And following that other tense moment, we're great at this. Broderick actually comes out with that breakfast, profusely apologizing to Eddie. Just the entire time while offering the breakfast to her.
I'm sure Eddie is very grateful for the breakfast, as she has no money and no green card.
She's
But
giving you this breakfast. She is not going to stop trying. I promise you.
she is still sort of just like staring, like empty-eyed, like, is this where all of my cousins went?
Oh.
Are they here? Who took them?
So Broderick definitely just waits until Eddie's holding this breakfast that has no fish on it, absolutely nothing fish related on it. Before stepping back and wringing her hands and looking at you guys and going, well, so hopefully you guys know each other by now. I was in there for a hot minute and I'm sorry about that. I actually have a wagon for you guys in the back. I'm gonna send you guys on your way. Our horse is a little worn down, but I promise you he's a lot faster than he looks. So you guys are actually going straight to the capital. You'll be going straight to the capital. You will actually be going to the palace itself. And she looks at you guys to make sure you understand. You're going to actually see the Empress.
What?
Holy shit.
Wow. I'm so excited. I can't wait. I'm gonna have so much fun.
Alright, Fennec, can you at least, like, not bring down the mood so much? We're trying to have a good time here.
So I should just not talk? Do you guys don't want me to talk?
Broderick waves her hand. She stops you guys. She goes, silence, silence, none of that nonsense. You've got a job to do together.
Right.
Honey,
Exactly.
it's morning. It's early. I get it. I know it. Calm down. He's clearly calm enough, but she goes, calm down. You guys will be going to the capital to see the Empress. She didn't tell me what this job was for. She just told me there's this job, there's this reward, and I need you to get me a group of adventurers. And so I told her I'd get her this group of adventurers, and here you guys are. And she will actually be telling you guys personally. So please, best behavior. This is the capital. And she kind of is not thrilled to be sending you guys because one of you guys happens to be about 16-year-old, and one of you just flirted with her married sister last night, so she's a little concerned.
You guys are mad.
Now, who did that? Who did that?
Oh, who did that?
Which one of you mongrels was
Well,
that?
only one of us is a 16-year-old.
Unless.
And, well,
I
unless.
was sleeping.
Unless. And she sighs and she goes, Like I said, we're going to be going with you. And Bennett, I know I didn't tell you that, but he happened to get a hatchet to his face. He's just going with you as far as the capital. He'll leave you guys after a while. He knows his instructions. He's there to help you if you want him. If not, just ignore him. I promise he's no problem. And she goes, Like I said, there's a wagon out back. As soon as you're done with your breakfast, you can take the plate if you need to. You guys can get on that wagon. We'll send you on your way. Are you guys all ready to go? Are you all ready? Do you need a minute?
Bennett just goes on the Bennett just goes on the cart.
He just immediately goes out back like he owns the place. He knows exactly where he's going. He goes down the hall and out back and gets in the cart.
He guesses once, he goes the wrong way, and then he's like,
He walks into
God,
the kitchen
fuck.
and he's like,
"Oh no!"
Hi to the chef and just leaves.
Yes.
What? There isn't a shark in here. This is a bathtub.
This isn't a cart. This is a bathtub.
This isn't a cart. This is a mugging.
Bennett is clearly ready to go. And Bronwyn is just like, I'm not so sure you guys are going to live through whatever she's got for you.
Well, I mean,
Bronwyn's not usually had very many anonymous jobs, so she's a little concerned, which is why she paired you guys up with Ethan. Not Ethan, Bennett. Yeah,
Bennett knows what he's doing. Bennett's gonna make you all not die. Just you wait and see.
Bennett just looks like he's got more adventuring experience, so she's like, okay.
Yeah. Crow's response to that would be, you know what? If we die, we die. If we don't, we don't. Either way. We had an adventure. So, I'm fine with it.
I love that Crow's okay if they die.
Crow has just completely accepted their death.
I mean,
great, we can sacrifice their life for the cause.
Oop.
And feel we don't have to feel bad about it. This is great.
I mean,
I'm ready for the child to die.
Yeah,
then
I'm ready for the child to die.
They might not be too opposed to death.
Alright, so we are going on 3 hours. Now, we can head you guys to the capital next game, or we could play for like maybe another 20 minutes. Because I don't want these to be too long.
Gotcha.
I don't want to be that guy, but I am a little tired. I'd like it if I could go to bed, but
fair, understandable.
So do you guys want to make your way to the capital next session?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Well then, we'll leave it at here for the moment. You guys are in the tavern. Ethan's character Bennett's just gonna sit in the cart until next time.
Bennett's that moody teenager, like, that always sits in the car when the family goes out to get, like, for snacks at a gas station.
The best way to explain Bennett is it's like he's 50% that moody teenager, and he's also 50% overprotective dad energy. That's Bennett. That's him summed up. I mean, you haven't get to see the 50% overprotective dad because, well, he doesn't have any attachment to any of you.
He's depressed at the moment.
Yeah, because he has to work with these weirdos.
I am excited to see that overprotective dad energy. I am so pumped to see it.
Yeah, I can imagine Bennett would not be so thrilled. I'm sure he was expecting like capable adventurers, not.
Oh yeah, no, Bennett was totally.
We're not capable.
Bennett was totally expecting like people with actual training and people who've actually like done adventuring. He was not expecting this. He's not expecting big dude, Crow, and horny. That's what he's working with right now.
Give Eddie a little more credit. I know where she's been.
She's tried to get into two women's pants and failed miserably. That's what she's been.
One of them had a wedding
Didn't
ring.
quite fail the second time. She
Yeah,
just
but
did not
still.
succeed.
That's
Yeah, she didn't get as far as Crow, at least.
kinda.
Crow getting a
Okay.
kiss on the cheek. I am the man. I am fully
So
grown.
now we're able to talk about syphilis. So what?
Oh wait, hold on. Let me end the stream real quick. We were still talking
Make sure to
D&D
get
things.
screened for syphilis.
Hey, Street, what were we doing?
Syphilis pug.
Okay.
Syphilis hog.
Syphilis pog? No.
Let's go.
The silent
We love
killer.
it.
Well,
The
that's gonna
silent
be the
hogger.
end of session 1. We're gonna end it on Syphilis pog, and then
Syphilis
we're gonna
pog.
see.
God.
You're gonna see everyone at session 2 then.
Yes.
Yay.
Great.